have a weapon of warning, and since I have the Rod of the Path Keeper, can't I just pick that weapon to be the weapon also of warning?
Are you trying to like consolidate prices so you can buy
No,
things?
no,
Or
no.
you just yeah, that's fine.
I would rather just, instead of having a stupid weapon that I'm never going to use except for that effect that it's going to sit on my hip, I'd rather just be like, well, this is the weapon I'm going to use. I'd also rather it just be useful. But like, no, I'm not asking if like, well, then it's 100 gold cheaper. It's like, no, I'll pay the money for both of the added effect.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
We could I mean, yeah, that's fine.
You have a weapon of warning. Nice.
Well, you know, it can be useful in hell.
So we're live. Welcome to the stream. Most of us are still just picking up our weapons and stuff.
It gives the advantage on initiative, but also like it's just kind of like
can't be surprised.
Yeah, yep. It wakes everybody up. It's pretty sweet. No, actually, no. It only wakes up the user, right? Or
yeah.
Okay.
No, and companions within 30 feet of me.
Can't be surprised. Oh, yeah, I guess technically that does mean it wakes us up.
Yeah, no, the weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range.
Nice.
I did my homework.
I have an axe guitar.
What else does the what does Weapon of Warning do? What are the exact things?
Okay, Weapon of Warning. While blah 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 blah. This magic weapon warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised.
Okay,
except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. So for non-magical sleep, you would be woken by the weapon, but other forms of sleep or incapacitation, not so much.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm really proud of my other magical items as well.
Oh, like what?
Well, because it is an uncommon item, I have a Broom of Flying.
Good job, my dude.
Yeah. You're such an asshole. You always have to have that fucking bro.
You know, happy Halloween.
I'm not mad at you because if I could get the glamoured
studded armor.
If I could get the glamoured studded armor in every session, I would too. So like, I'm not mad at you. Like that armor is fucking fabulous.
Yeah, no, like the Broom of Flying, I was like, it can hold a shitload of weight, and I mean, it's not going to save me because these are devils. They can fucking fly.
Some of them, yeah.
But it's like, at least if we're in hell, I can fly over like lava pits.
Yeah.
I'll just walk through it.
That's right, J Juice.
J Juice.
Wait, walk through it. Is there something about lizard people that I don't know?
No, there's something special about Jeremy Juice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He does what he wants because he says he'll do it.
Okay. What is this Jeremy Juice inside joke? Like, I feel like I missed.
No, he came up with that name, and I was like, that's the name of your character because that is phenomenal.
I fucking hate you guys.
He texted Jeremy Juice, and I was like walking, and I read that and was just like, make that a real thing.
here I am. I'm like, I'm gonna make like some sort of horror-inspired.
I tried. I couldn't.
But the horror-inspired campaign for Halloween, so we can have a Halloween thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, why wouldn't there be a dumb jock in a horror themed thing?
Wait, so which one of you is the black guy? Oh wait, Kristoff.
What?
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 Well,
Makes sense.
So, I could be both, like they did in Until Dawn. There was the black jock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Benny,
Yes.
that means you die double first.
Right.
Yeah, J Juice has it coming.
J Juice.
Damn, J Juice.
Damn, J Juice.
That's. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, he hears that a lot.
Oh lord.
It's
Plus,
damn,
Benny,
J Juice.
you have to tell them what quirk your character has. I mean, like, I'm obsessed with the quirk.
I will repeat it. I just don't know if I could live up to the hype. Where'd I put my books? Oh, there you go. So I want to say this correct.
Definitely think you can.
So I just rolled for the quirks just because whenever I see the tables, I like to roll on them. Just to see what I get. I could clearly just read them. So what I rolled was, because there's a whole thing in the book about lizard folk and how they are, how they talk or whatever, and how they're just like cold, whatever, calculating. So they're like a little bit like Drax in that way, from what I'm getting. So the one I rolled is, you still don't understand how metaphors work. That doesn't stop you from using them at every opportunity. So
I love that.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna pull that off.
I could, I love that. I hope you figure out a way to make that work.
The thing is, there's a number 4 that's on here that I wish I would have rolled, because technically that is one of his other like traits that I just pulled out of his ass. So that makes it a little more horror themed, but
Like, I could see it. Like, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it go to the bathroom. What?
I mean, that's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
yeah, because it says later on in one of the blocks, it says they just don't understand how metaphor even works, because they're so straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like turning water into not water.
Yeah, but
Turning water into flavored water.
In D&D 5e, you can only have 3 magically attuned items, right?
Yes.
if they need to be attuned.
Yeah. That's why I said magically attuned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I took the broom of flying as opposed to winged boots.
Yeah, usually the worn items have to be attuned to, but the items that you wield don't necessarily have to be attuned to, from what I noticed.
I think when
and
I got
the higher the rarity level also.
I forgot what weapon I got. The thunder hammer, the Thor thing.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be attuned.
Yeah. Sometimes the rarity level affects it too, so like the more rare items usually need to be attuned to, but like a lot of the uncommon items, not necessarily, unless they're like being worn or really powerful.
Yeah.
So, are we good to go? I know this guy said we're live. I'm assuming he put his makeup on.
Oh, shit.
We've been live, dudes.
No, yeah, I know that.
Oh, really?
Lol.
Are you ready, Monroe?
I mean, I can just look stuff up. No big deal. Whether or not I have a backstory is different.
Oh, well, you know, it wouldn't be Ralph if we weren't making things up as we go along. So that will be, like, listen, it'll be an experiment, and we're all going to
Actually, it will be an adventure.
It will be an adventure, and we're going to go on it together, guys.
Improv City. Let's do this.
All right. So,
Yes,
Prop City, bro.
so
Prop City. Improv soon, bro.
I hate you so much.
Yeah, that sounds like the intro to like a really shitty improv show that like someone made it themselves and then just recorded it for the show.
It just sounds like a bunch of white people who come in and they just start dabbing.
Oh my god, I hate it so much. Oh my god. Okay, so welcome everybody who's listening live.
Yeah.
Welcome to our Halloween. Welcome to our Halloween D&D section. We're doing something a little different today, where we are going to be doing a sort of little mini session with new characters in Hell, in honor of Halloween. So, starting with Kristoff, we're gonna go around and introduce our characters.
Fuck.
Oh, there you go. And so my character.
Then take it away.
I don't have a name.
Are you kidding me?
The name is always the most important.
It is.
So, Benny, no, it's fine, Kristoff, think about your name. Benny.
The name is always the last thing I do.
You can't make this shit up, folks.
See, I'm the opposite. I come up with the name first and then build a character around it. No, yeah, so my character is Jeremy Juice. He's a lizard folk warrior, fighter. And his archetype is champion. The least interesting of all the fighter archetypes. But he's a dual axe wielding, possibly cannibalistic. Lizard.
Just side note, when Kristoff said that he wanted his character to have a battle axe guitar, I'm thoroughly disappointed that he didn't make his battle axe an axe, meaning a saxophone.
Ugh.
But how would that be an actual axe? That's the thing.
Well, because D&D.
Fair.
He probably named his axe before he named his character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called it a guitar axe.
Yeah.
This is Gitax, my closest friend. Go on, sorry, Betty.
No, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Jeremy Juice. Sure, I guess he's a little jockey, and there's probably a reason he's in hell.
So he's a cavalier?
No, not even that. It's just a champion.
Yeah, no, just because he's a little jockey.
Oh, he's a little jockey. He's a little cavalier.
Yeah.
Nice. See the metaphors again. He has a problem with metaphors. Doesn't understand. It's something close to it. Not sure. Was that a metaphor? Probably not.
No, it was wordplay.
Yeah, exactly. What's the difference?
Semantics.
Oh my god, Peter, your character?
Okay, so I am playing Hexaba Urin, who is a tiefling, Phoenix Soul Sorcerer, / Hexblade Warlock.
What the fuck?
Min-max as fuck!
And she just wants to see the world burn, so she belongs in.
Do you have a lighter?
I can literally ignite things with a touch.
So you are on fire. You're flaming.
Yeah,
This girl is on fire.
Yeah.
This girl's on fire.
So that was our duet.
Yeah. Alright.
We'll be here all week.
You will, alone.
Oh no. So, are you ready now, Kristoff?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, I find it quite interesting that I have 66 hit points on this hellish D&D Halloween weekend. But besides that, I am playing Porter Asterius, the pirate minotaur bard Barbarian. And I was the member of a pirate crew, and our ship was named the Orca. We had, we were following lead to, get rich quick hopefully get a lot of gold, but we unfortunately had to go through a crazy storm. The storm bucked and pushed and blowed and fucked our ship up all the way to the beach.
What you needed was some Jeremy juice.
Apparently, yeah. The ship unfortunately crashed. It was beached, and the entire crew was slaughtered. And as I held my captain's dying hand in my hand, I swore an oath to spread his ashes in a storm to end all storms. And here we are.
Okay. So you came up with all that stuff and no name.
I said my name is Porter Austerius.
Yeah, now you came up with a name. That's good.
No, that was at the very beginning. Go back and spot.
I know. I get it. Well.
Okay, so I'm a 5 ranger, 1 rogue. I am a criminal. I am literally the terror that flaps in the night. I am the batteries that are not included. I am the fingernail that scrapes the blackboard of your soul. I am the wrong number that wakes you up at 3 in the morning. And I'm also the low ratings of your canceled TV show. Like, I am...
So this Twitch stream?
The Iron Fist. Oh yeah, that too.
So wait, go back. What's your character again? Go do it.
Are you a Gloomstalker?
I am a Gloomstalker.
I thought that or Kenku.
Stalks the gloom.
Well, no. Gloomstalker is the ranger he is. I don't know. Oh, are you human because extra feet?
Exactly.
Of course.
Of course.
Well, he's a human, and then we have a cannibal in the group. This should be perfect.
Wait, who's a cannibal?
The very first character.
Who knows?
Also, Benny, I am doing what you're doing as well. I am also a 2-weapon fighter.
Oh man, there's gonna be so many weapons.
I hope
all over the place.
Stay away from Porter, okay? Stay away from his house.
So wait, what college is Porter?
Oh, college floor.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't do blades or whatever, so that way you could.
Valor.
Well, I'm not a fan of Valor. I like the other one, the one where like
Swords. I mean, I might change it up like right before we start, but lore seemed better because it's cutting words.
Yeah, because cutting words is really nice, and also like getting those extra skill proficiencies.
Yeah, like I think I'm proficient in literally everything except for like 3 skills.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. So that's our group. That's our group of people. And now let's begin. So each of you guys
Wake up, Ted.
open your eyes and look around, and what you see around you is that you are in a hexagonal room, a hexagonal low-ceilinged room where the walls and floor seem to all be made out of, and ceilings seem to be made out of solid metal. There doesn't seem to be... What? Why is that funny?
It's what Benny wrote. Sorry.
Oh.
Hexagonal shaped rooms are the worst shape a room could have. For all sorts of reasons. Mostly evil, but go ahead.
We're playing Civilization.
Can you guys try to be serious for 2 seconds so I can
It's really hard.
Fucking asshole. So you're in a hexagonal shaped metal room with metal walls and floor.
I just have to add, this literally sounds like Kristoff's campaign, the first.
It does!
Does it really?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does!
Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare.
Oh my god, watch out for methods!
Okay, go on, sorry.
Sorry.
So you have this wall, floor, and ceiling. The room is completely featureless, and each of you in the room see four other things. There are three people that you have no idea who they are. And then there is this. Let me read the description I wrote for it.
Well, wait, side note, are the three other people not people, it's each other?
Well, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, and then in the center of the room, there is a single four-faceted box of tungsten with glowing yellow interlocked edges that fit together like puzzle pieces, just sitting in the center of the room. And all of you are kind of like waking up groggily around it. All of you feel completely drained and exhausted. You have no idea why and can't remember any at all of the past month at least.
What a bender.
Man, what are we doing here?
Can I make a perception check on how plump the people are in the room?
You sure can.
All right, let's make it happen.
Oh, is this where I'm gonna have to describe how tall and stocky I am?
I guess I rolled a 7, which is lucky, but probably.
I was gonna say that that's actually a really good way to get physical descriptions out of characters.
Yeah, but not when you roll a 7.
Yeah. No, it's perfect. It's even better that way.
I mean, because there's no light in the room except from the light that box gives off. So
Dark vision.
The room is solid metal. So you would have had to roll fairly well. You just noticed that there are people around the room.
Well, what that means now is Jeremy Juice gets to describe all of the characters that
From his perception.
Yeah, from his how he sees them. So everyone's like a walking steak.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So yeah. Well, I mean, come on. You're in a large featureless room with a box in the center of it. What are you doing?
So
Wait. Go on.
Is there a large, meaty thing near me?
Well, I would say I don't know Krys' exact description, but
Wait, can we? So, since we didn't do that before. Do we want to go around the way that we introduced our characters initially and describe at the very basics of what our characters look like?
Yeah, let's do that.
Since I was supposed to go first the first time, I'm 6'8", 250 pounds, hairy, horned, motherfucking cow person.
Yeah, so he's a big meaty person. Go on. Next, Peter.
So, she is 5'5", 135 pounds. She is, like a really, really, really dark, deep red. Almost like a kind of like a purpley red.
Mm-hmm.
Except for her eyes, which are like a very vivid amber color and almost seem to like glow. And she has like very sharp teeth. And the way her horns go is they go upwards and they kind of twist like a goat's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
Or like a gazelle. You know how like they go up and they kind of twist, like almost like someone took taxi and twisted it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how she is. And then she has like longish, like dark brown, almost reddish hair that is mostly out, but at the like towards like the middle bottom has like a clip in it. So most of it is out, but that's what keeps it from flying around.
Okay, cool. Ralph?
So I'm a regular sized dude. Let's just say 5'9". Regular weight. Let's just say 160. The only noticeable feature you see on me is that unlike you squalid fucks, I decided to roleplay my equipment, right? And I got me some smoldering armor. So like you see plumes of smoke just coming out. Cause I'm fucking cool, I'm fucking edgy, and deal with it.
You had to, you had to try to make a basic ass human interesting.
I definitely remember when I said in the group chat this morning. Now, just because the campaign is in hell does not necessarily mean you have to play evil, and y'all went, no, fuck that. All right,
I did attempt at it, but then Jeremy Juice came along.
Freddy, what do you look like?
So he's all black. Jeremy Juice is black, like iguana skinned, with some frills under the jawline that are brightly colored. It's normally how he peacocks when he's out and about, starting stuff. But he's also dressed a little more like somebody who spends a lot of time out in the wilderness, maybe. But he's got some hunting gear, some weird knives. But that's pretty much he's pretty straightforward. Lizard folk. He's got his tribes. And that's it. There's some weird, satchels, bones sticking out. You assume they're animals.
All right. Okay. So that's everybody's general description. Y'all are sitting around this, largely around this featureless room, with 6 sides, and then it has this 4-faceted tungsten box with yellow glowing edges sitting in the center.
Does it look like a Hellraiser cube, or is it or something like it?
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Not a cube because it only has 4 facets instead of 6, but yeah, something like that.
I'll get up.
I'll also approach it.
Yeah, let's approach it together from opposite sides.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to grab it. I'll just see. Why not?
Okay, so you touch it, you lift it up. It feels as heavy as you expect it to be for a metal box. It's kind of it fits in one hand, and you can hold it firmly in both. Each facet on this box is triangular shape, and all of the 4 triangles fit into the shape of this box. Along the edges, there are sort of interlocking grooves that hold each plane together, and in between those grooves, there is a yellow light that is leaking out from within.
Is this the shape of a D4? Just so I can get a concept.
Yes, it's the shape of a D4. Yeah, exactly.
I shake it around a little bit, and if nothing happens, I'll just toss it to whatever is in front of me, the person that seems to be in the same room.
That would
Yeah,
be me.
nothing happens. You toss it to who? Just pick a person.
Well, it's gonna be Christoph, right? Because I assume I saw his shape, at least near it, because it's the only thing that's giving off light. It doesn't do anything, and I toss it.
Wait, does anyone have dark vision?
Yeah.
Me.
I have goggles that give me dark vision.
You have dark vision, Ralph?
I'm a gloomstalker.
Gloomstalker, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Min-max, no.
I just wanted to be the terror of the night.
It's dim light because the cube is giving off a dim light.
Right.
So, you'll be able to see. You have iffy vision even if you don't have dark vision. But I think all of you do have dark vision.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Okay. This thing doesn't seem to work, and I just toss it at you like it's not very useful. I go look for a door while he's looking at it.
I just let it drop. I don't even make a move to actually grab it. I just let it hit me and let it fall, and then I'll reach down and pick it up.
Oh, so when it falls and hits the ground, it makes a loud clattering noise, just like you would expect metal hitting metal.
Yeah, I wince.
Yeah, very loud and obnoxious, just metal on metal, bang, 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 bang. And then you say you pick it up after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I inspect? Do I see anything on it? Shapes? Sorry.
The planes themselves are largely featureless. The only the only feature on it are the interlocking grooves on the side where the light is coming out.
So I can like move it, like shift things around, like a Rubik's cube that's shaped like a D4.
You could try, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try moving it around, rearranging stuff.
Okay. So you move it around, and the different facets start to lock and interlock in different ways. Basically, what happens is you kind of have to like pull out the facet and then move it, and then the facets will move and switch how you want them. And when you do that, like it moves and changes around, but that doesn't seem to change anything about the box or your situation.
Or your feelings about the situation.
Why don't you work?
Is that what we hear? We hear that
Yeah.
exact voice? Okay.
Yes. I intimidate the box. And I throw it. Just
Can he please roll an intimidation check against this box?
An opposed.
I mean, go ahead.
Hold on, let me look it up.
With 8 disadvantages?
What? Why?
No, it's 6. In this one, it's 6 is.
No, everything is 6.
Sweet Jesus, all this shit planned and y'all aren't even gonna get out of this room. God.
You die.
You gave us a puzzle for a one-shot.
24.
Oh jeez.
It was like literally, it's literally the simplest thing to solve it, and I can't, the life of me.
Is this a bad time to? Is this a bad time to bring up the fact that I have an 8 intelligence?
Me too. So Jeremy Juice walks up and is like, maybe we should hit it.
I pull out my golden axe.
Wait,
How-
so I want to clarify something. So,
Yes.
Jeremy, you go over to help Kristoff.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Well, if I don't find a door or anything like that, like while I'm searching the walls, then yeah.
That's fair enough. Now, what did the other two of you do?
Wait, were they going to hit it?
Yes.
How much?
yeah.
About how much would you say this thing weighs?
It's,
Yes. How heavy is it?
it's not heavy. It's like the about the weight. If a Rubik's cube were metal, it would be about that heavy.
All right. So when it looks like he's about to like hit it, I mage hand it out of his hand.
Okay. And what is your reasoning behind doing this?
I don't want him to break it because he looks like a lummox.
Well,
Because I'm a fucking cow person.
Okay. So you do that, and now what are you doing?
it is racist.
So yeah, it's because I smell all the bullshit.
I follow it. I follow it like
You create it.
like a carrot on a stick. I follow where it goes.
Okay, so you follow it. All right, no problem. So now the three of you are standing around this cube, working on solving it together.
Yeah.
Okay, Ralph, what are you
Solving.
doing?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Solve.
Is there any way to analyze this cube? Like, is there an opening? Is there a lock I can try to pick or anything like that?
Well, you'd have to go over and analyze it. Right now, you're sitting
Let's-
there doing
Well, let's do that. Step aside, you fucking punks. Let me take a look at this.
Yeah. So I've stayed sitting, like with my back, like up against the wall with like my knees kind of to my chest,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm holding my hand out on either end of it, and then in the middle is like the spectral like demonic hand from Mage Hand that's like grasping it, and I'm moving my hands around to move that hand around so I can look at it from all angles. So I'm like moving it around with the Mage Hand.
You're moving it around with the mage hand, and Ralph, what are you doing? Ralph?
Well, let's see. Can I touch it in any way that may make something open?
You can definitely inspect it. You would have to inspect it to find that out.
I would like to inspect it, please.
Okay. And Chris, so roll for that, and then while you're doing that, Kristoff and Benny, what are you doing?
So I'm standing there now because it looks like people pretend to know what they're doing. So I go to the Minotaur. Probably knows more about this stuff than these other scrawnies. Maybe we should both intimidate it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
So we have to figure something out here, right? So I refer to its shape. It's in hospital face, like shape. I don't know.
Pyramid.
Like pyramids suck as a shape. The hexagons, pyramids, these things are just not ideal.
Is this you trying to intimidate it?
Yeah. So like I don't know what I would say.
So just why don't you just roll for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
so
got
will say
24
that.
for my intimidate.
I
Yeah,
will say pyramids suck.
Okay.
Suck. Yeah. So I guess whatever.
And this is you trying to help the situation. Okay.
Yes.
So
Well, we both know what we're doing. These other guys who know.
Yeah.
exactly. So the second that all four of you are working together on trying to solve this puzzle,
Are we though?
Are we?
Yes. Yes.
you are independently trying to work to solve the same puzzle together. So I'm
Together.
gonna say yes. So the second that you guys do that, the puzzle flashes. The second you try to you're trying to figure out what it is.
Worked.
What is it? Ralph is trying to figure out what it is. The other two are trying to intimidate it into opening. The second that happens, the puzzle flashes bright yellow. All of the four facets split open so that there's the glowing yellow light inside. The yellow light turns. The yellow light turns violet. The yellow light turns violet and reforms into a five-faceted box. Each of these five facets.
Shapes.
Each of these five facets has a glowing sigil of a Leviathan cross, with the main line down the center stylized to look like a unicorn horn. The second that this box reforms into that configuration, one of the walls of the room you're in disappears. And what you see beyond it is a vast, sprawling city that looks like it's made out of tungsten and obsidian, where all the basically all the sides of the buildings are white hot. They look like they're burning like fire. And way off in the distance, you see this impossibly tall tower stretching straight up into the sky to infinity, and you can't even see where it ends. The sky is a roiling green and orange with black lightnings lancing across it. And as you look around in the street, you see all sorts of strange infernal creatures of all types just walking around as if this was any normal day in a human city, but none of these things that you're seeing are human.
Closes.
Man, well, you guys see that? You guys see that? It's a dark city.
So how are we like high up, low down?
No, you are right level with the street. It literally, the door opened right into the street of the city. The wall opened right into the street of the city.
Okay.
Wow, this is awesome. And I get up and just walk out.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Boy.
I'm still mage handing the weird metal box thing.
No, that's totally fine. I just want to remind because like there was a lot of action, a lot of action that just happened. That you guys are completely exhausted,
Hmm.
and everything that entails what that means.
Oh, let me. In that case, before I do anything else, let me see what that entails.
That could be
But
You mean like
Like-
levels of exhaustion?
like, what level of
Not
exhaustion
exactly.
are we at?
Not exactly levels of exhaustion, meaning all of. If you have spells, they're all spent. If you have any sort of abilities per day, they're all spent.
okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
thanks.
in that case, there goes my plan to cast Skyrite. Awkward.
Mm-hmm.
You would have Skyrite.
Anyway,
So it's like I don't want to say like Diagon Alley, right? Like where you just walk out into the street.
So much larger. So this city that
It's like a Diagon city.
yeah. It's
No,
basically
what I mean is
like
when they just show up and they're like in the middle of an alley.
oh
like,
yeah,
sort of, right? Okay.
like that to the nth degree.
how close is the closest
Close.
fucker?
How close is the closest fiend? Like
Yeah,
10
let's go.
feet 10 feet from you, maybe. There is what looks to be a tall and lithe woman with red bat wings and long dark hair. She's wearing skin tight leathers, and she seems to be conversing with this large, what looks like just large red skin scaled man with huge bat wings. The two of them are just having a relatively pleasant conversation.
I walk up to them.
Okay. The large red-skinned one looks a little bit confused and offended. The smaller, more beautiful one looks hungry.
I look at her in an equally hungry way.
Okay.
Mm.
And do what?
Where's the closest tavern?
Oh, there are taverns all around the park. You are clearly not from here. And she looks you up and down and she licks her lips.
She's all about it.
Do you need someone to maybe escort you somewhere to maybe find what you're looking for?
I look at her, smile, tilt my head to the side, and just, I like raise my my left arm, like hooked,
Mm-hmm.
and I just like look back at everyone else, like the rest of the group, and I just
I've already
over.
walked. Yeah, I walked past.
In that case, everyone else. Wait. I look at my
Wait,
friend.
you just ignore the rest of them and walk someplace?
Yeah.
Okay. So
In that case, I wait. What are you doing? I wave at the lizard. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I got a friend.
And what about the human?
If he decides to come by too, sure.
So what do you do, Ralph?
Yeah, strength in numbers. Let's go together.
Okay. So you go over to this. You go over to this woman with bat wings, and she looks all of you over. She's like, "Oh my god, there's more of you." She looks you over, and she's like, "How did you get here?"
I point back at the door / room that opened. We came from there, and I just like point at wherever the hell the small one went. It was me chanting.
So she looks behind you, and as she looks behind you, and she looks confused, and she looks at you, and she said, "Where? I don't understand."
Right there.
Do you turn around and look where you're pointing?
Yeah.
It's just a featureless wall.
We came from that featureless wall.
and she looks at you, and she's like, well, she's like, the infernal realm, strange place.
I go to touch the wall. Like no, not again.
No, not again.
I'm desperately trying to find that panel.
No, not again.
Try intimidating it.
I'll do it.
Can you try to do your best Wolverine voice, Christoph?
How does he sound? Oh, wait. What are you doing, bub?
Yes, yes,
Oh my God.
So
yes. Perfect. Do that.
So
Okay.
she says to you guys, she was like, well, wherever you guys are from, you must have traveled quite far. You must be
Tired?
You must be so tired.
We're very tired.
Very.
Well, maybe I can help you with that.
Lead on. Intimidate
So,
them.
so she says, well, she looks at you, she looks at all three of you, and she's like, well, we don't have to go anywhere. We could just stay right here, and I can make you feel all better.
She's a liar.
Yeah, yes, mommy.
Wait, who says she's a liar?
Are you
Me.
The one that's not here.
But you're not there. Are you
Yeah.
there?
Well, I'm tired, so I'm slowly walking away. So she's not whispering.
Oh, you say she's a liar?
Yeah, as like I just kind of like offhandedly like toss my head, like rest my head on my shoulder a little bit. I'm like, she's a liar.
And she turns and looks at you, and she smiles. She's like, dear, one thing about my kind is that we do not lie. We may allude to certain things that leads people to their wrong conclusion, but that has absolutely nothing to do with us. We can only tell the truth, and when I say that I can make you feel all better, I mean it.
Yeah, at what cost?
I can
Wait, are you a prostitute? Don't take it. Thanks.
Who says that?
While I'm at the wall, I look over my shoulder. Wait, are you positive? And I look her up and down just to check to see if she's wearing a whore's uniform.
I mean, she's wearing
What
skin
is a
tight leathers.
whore's uniform?
Her clothing.
I look at, well, she looks at you.
I love that you said I.
Yeah, I did say I. She looks at you and she says, at times I can be if that's what's needed, but that's not really what I'm talking about in this case. If any of you want to know, I can show you right now. And she puts out her hand.
Yes, show me. Yeah.
Go ahead and like reach out.
You put your hand in her hand?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So your all of your abilities and everything that you had exhausted previous to whatever happened here, everything is cured. Your HP is 100% back up to is 100% back up to normal. And you lose 1 sanity point.
And that's the number you made us roll earlier, right?
Yep.
Oh, so it just goes down from like the one, whatever stat it was, it just goes down by 1 point?
Correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I should write that down.
There we go. All right.
So she's like, she kind of giggles to herself. She was like, and she says, here in hell there's no rest for the wicked, but we find other ways to refresh us. Those who are not from here who need rest find other ways to refresh our sense. This is one of them.
So, and I like lean in close to her, like, and just like whisper in her ear, what would happen if you died?
If I died.
Yeah.
If I died, or if you died.
You.
Me? Well, I'm a product of hell. I would be reborn in some other lesser or greater depending on how wicked I was. And I would continue on.
Have you been wicked?
Satan will it.
This is gross.
Now, when you said you've been wicked, have you also been naughty?
I throw the metal thing at him.
Hey, what's the big idea?
You really?
Yeah, I throw it at Ralph.
First of all, my name is Grimmy.
Not his character.
Wait,
Wait,
what's your
wait,
name?
Ralph.
Wait, your name is Grimey?
Grimmy M.F. Jones.
Oh, you're actually serious. Your name is Grimy.
F.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing it at Grimy. He was doing it at Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay, so you throw the puzzle box at him, and Ralph, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ugh, he's proficient in it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's 8.
Yeah.
Thanks for the box.
Yeah.
Now it's mine.
I boomerang it back at him when he dodges out of the way.
Wait, what happened?
I'm joking. I was gonna say I boomerang it back, like I mage hand it back at him.
So dexterity saving throw. So do you catch it or do you dodge it?
I dodge it.
Okay, so you dodge it and it flies past you. This woman sees that and she's like, she looks at the tiefling who throws it, and then she looks at what the tiefling threw, and she seems very interested by it. She says, "Oh my, where did you get that?"
That's what we used to get out of the featureless wall.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
That's-
I mage hand it and I bring it back to me.
And she turns to you and she says, "That is an archdevil's configuration box."
Those sound like a lot of words.
Sounds
I
like this
don't-
is valuable to you. What would you do to part with it?
I don't want it. It's not for my kind. Only mortals get those boxes.
They said archdevil or archdemon?
Devil.
Archdevil.
Devil. Okay. Not that Jeremy just knows the difference.
So then, what kind of boxes do devils get?
Yeah, so
Yeah, so this is what this is devolving into.
I don't. No,
Well, I was fully prepared to kill her. But
to kill her.
yeah, why not? Let's, what? I lost a sanity point, you know? Maybe I'll get it back if I kill her.
How many?
Okay, well, she just says she just says, well, you having that box is most likely the reason you're here. Solving it is what is going to possibly get you home if you're lucky.
Wait, is this like some sort of game?
Wait. I have an idea. Everybody, come here. You two.
And I like point at her.
And she kind of smirks at you amused. She was like, I'd love to help you with that, but I have my own business to attend to. And she looks up at the big redskin guy that looked
Oh yeah.
offended. She says, but if any of you need to be refreshed, I can help you before I go.
Oh, can you?
Asshole.
Yeah, I just walk over to her and just hold up my hand, like, give me your fucking hand.
And she takes your hand, and the same thing happens. All of your, everything comes back to you, and one of your sanity points
It's
depletes.
all coming back, it's all coming back to me now.
And what about the other two?
I'll offer my hand.
Okay.
In marriage?
Yeah.
So she takes your hand, the same thing happens, and Ralph, you as well?
That was the first one.
What's she
Okay. Takes your hand,
Your hand?
same thing happens, And she's like, just
Wait,
one
wait,
word.
Peter.
Yeah.
Benny wants to know what her hand smells like.
Yeah,
What
like I
are
don't sniff it like a creep, but I want to generally get a whiff of.
It smells like it smells like burning wood. It
Justice.
smells like burning wood.
Okay. It's not bad. It's a smoky flavor.
Is it like it's like a very but a pleasant smoky, so not like nothing crazy. It smells like faintly of like burning wood, like after a campfire has been put out.
You smell like something. I don't know.
So okay.
Blood insanity, right?
Yeah, everyone loses one sanity point, and everyone reaches their stuff. All right. So you, she said, she looks at you and says, "I would do my best to keep a low profile here. You're no more than a snack for most of the people who live here. A tasty one, but snack nonetheless."
You're a snack.
The big red, scaled one lunges at you, and she jumps in front of him and holds him back. And she says to him, "Peace, Malak. They'll be dead soon enough. Let's walk this way." And she leads him down the street.
We know his name now.
Malak, 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 Malak.
As they're walking away, I just like whisper under my breath, "This sounds like Moloch's bitch."
Oh shit.
It's not smart. Okay, so now you're in this city. What are you doing?
Tavern sounded about right, but
She didn't help us there. God damn it.
so from what I heard, it looks like we have to solve this puzzle somehow. I hate puzzles.
Maybe we should find some sage in town. Maybe he knows how to do this.
I actually pull out some sage leaves.
You want to smoke this later?
So if we look around, does it look like everything makes sense, like a street? Like if we just walk down streets, it's not like
Everything is perfectly gridded.
Okay. Oh,
This city is perfectly regimented and gridded. It's just made out of instead of the brightly colored stones and metals you may be used to seeing in cities. This city is made out of solid black metal. And around the edges of every building, you see that the metal is burning as if hot.
It's in a New York theater mall.
all right. I mean, are there like signs, like street signs? Are they readable?
There are some signs to designate streets. Do any of you know Infernal?
I do.
Okay, so you can read the signs. So what do you want to do?
I start following the signs and going to they said what, like a bar, an inn?
You don't see any signs for an inn. There are a couple of signs for bars and things of that nature. They all seem to be leading towards like a generalized marketplace. That seems to be like a more commercial center, so to speak.
Yeah, since I'm not like tired anymore, I'm like walking just very briskly and like with purpose.
Okay, and which one of you has the puzzle?
Me.
Okay.
I'm still mage handing it.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
So as you're walking down the street, what are your passive perception?
19.
Your passive perception is 19.
That's right.
Okay. Nice.
17.
What is it again?
Passive perception.
Yeah. How do you generate it?
Oh, proficiency bonus plus your wisdom.
Yeah, plus 10.
If you're proficient. But
Oh,
really, who isn't?
So it's 10 plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, plus your wisdom.
If you are proficient in wisdom.
Oh, so then mine is a 13.
Okay, so 13. You said 18. Who else?
19.
14.
Okay. What is yours, Benny?
14.
Okay. All right. So you notice that you're drawing a lot of attention. That basically the streets are not empty. The streets are full of all sorts of infernal denizens. You see a tall, gaunt, sort of spindly-looking male infernal with spines jutting out all over his body, watching you. You see another sort of mauve-skinned man with a top knot and tentacle beard.
He's an asshole.
Oh, Cathexis!
Also watching you.
Are they
There's
wearing clothing? Or is this just
yeah,
like
some of them are. The spiny one is nude. The bearded one is wearing, sort of like, day clothes, like just everyday kind of like clothes, like robes and stuff. There is one strange looking person covered in cuts and gashes that's wrapped in bladed chains, and that person also stops to watch you. The one with the chains has three sort of I want to say almost shark-shaped looking quadrupedal things with wings and spines all over their body on chains attached to it.
Who's noticing all this?
I would say all of you guys are noticing because I mean these people aren't exactly hiding. They're walking around and they're openly staring at you. So you notice all of these people around. You definitely feel the stares. You see sort of, so who had the highest would be
Grimy.
Ralph, right? Okay, so Ralph, you see these sort of like little red-skinned flying devil-looking things that sort of seem to flit in and out of view all over the place. And yeah, that's what you're seeing, and it's almost like there was a lot of bustling activity at one point, but anytime you're walking through a group of these things, the activity stops and everyone starts staring. It gets very quiet.
Looks like we're a big deal here.
So if we die here, it's nice to meet you guys.
First of all, we're not dying here. Maybe you're gonna die, but I'm not dying.
That guy's got an entire suit of blades on him.
Yeah, and so do we. And this is where I go, fa-ching, 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 and pull out all my weapons.
Yeah, smart idea. Reveal all your hidden weapons.
So, you start pulling out weapons, you say?
To Benny's character. Let him know that we're not the only ones with weapons. I mean, they're not the only ones with weapons.
Right. So, when you do the sort of quadrupedal ones that are on the chain start kind of like making this almost cat-like yowling sound and like pulling at their chain towards you. and
You might want to put those away.
As I put him back, I just go.
the sort of tall, spiny one takes immediate notice that you pulled out weapons and starts watching you even closer.
I make the jerk off motion near my penis in its general direction.
To who?
The one that's looking at me.
They're
And
all
then I finish it,
All
and
of
then
them. He does it to all of them.
and then I finish off with the release.
With the cages.
Who do you aim the release toward, Ralph?
The one who you said it was looking right at me as I took my weapons out.
So that would be either the barbed one, the chained one, the spined one, or
Spined one.
The spine. So the spined bipedal dogs.
Like that. I guess that was the one that you had said. That sounds familiar.
Are you talking about that one, or are you talking about the one that took immediate interest in you?
Okay, immediate interest.
Okay, so that's the barbed one. So you do that, and it sort of narrows its eyes and.
Do they even know what that means?
Who do you signify release to? that statement. That
Who do you aim the release towards, Ralph?
yeah. Who do you aim?
The barbed one.
Yeah, no. This is absolutely ridiculous. I do the jerk off motion near my penis. And then I finish on that. It's like, what's going on?
There's no stats for this in D&D, Ralph.
Would like to make a intimidation jerk off check, please.
Oh no.
Sleight of hand.
Am I rolling wrong? I'm rolling wrong.
Yeah, just take out the okay, like you put it on the same one.
If it would be anything, it really would be a sleight of hand.
I missed Ralph's entire description because my mom called, but I think I'll just learn.
Just look, whatever Mr. Chow is doing right there.
His,
I mean, just your character, yeah.
he literally said
Okay.
generic height and generic weight.
So,
It says everything.
so the tall barbed one, reaches back his hand, and as he reaches back his hand, flames start swirling around it, and he hurls it forward, and this huge gout of flame shoots right at you, sails right past you, and hits one of the walls of the city.
I was really hoping it was going to hit one of the demons.
Is that
No
right?
such luck. No such luck. But that's what it does. And I guess you guys can roll for initiative.
Oh. Whew. Thought that was just how they greet people here. Initiative. We're taking the initiative, fellas. 19.
When he misses, that's what I do.
Oh, that did it wrong, but yeah, I got a 21. Actually, yeah.
You do a Dikembe Mutombo finger wag.
So Krys, you got a 21. I got a 20. We have a 24. So I just need to keep track of this really quick. So Ralph, we have.
Oh wait, I have a 20
You have a 20. What's your deck?
plus 2 because you see it says 2d20 plus 2 keep higher one. Oh, it didn't. Also, it did this, so it's an 18. Sorry.
18. Okay. So it's Ralph. So it's 24. Who got the 21?
I did.
So Christoph, and then me, and then Peter. And Benny, what did you get?
I got a 19.
Oh no. So then Benny, then Peter. wow, to get an 18 and still be the last one to go, that's a lot of good rolling. It's good.
We'll probably be set on fire in the next 2 minutes, but
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead, Krys. Go right ahead. What do you want to do? It's your turn.
You mean Grimmy? Or was that his turn?
Well, he didn't have a turn yet. Oh, well, Ralph is first. Yeah, Ralph, you go.
How far is he away?
He's about. I'll get 10 feet to 10 feet away.
Oh, he's gonna fucking get it.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go up to him and I'm just gonna just poking and smoking.
Uh-oh.
Just give it a sec.
nice. Good job, Grimmy.
Too many high rolls.
Put the 1 in front of it. I don't know if. Why?
No.
I think it always breaks when Ralph rolls.
No, it took a while when I rolled my stats.
Okay, so I just did the other one instead. 25.
25. That is a miss.
Oh,
No, I'm joking. That's a hit.
I was about to say, my dude.
my dude, you're my dude. I quit. Rage quit. Exit game. Turn
Did someone say rage?
Oh, that's right.
Not yet.
Barbarian in you.
So that's a hit. So what are you doing?
Alright, hold on, I got a lot of dice to roll.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit! I didn't do my damage calculations on Notepad. Copy those real quick.
Okay, that's my first attack.
Adorable.
8 damage? Okay.
Yes, that's just one of my... I get 4.
4.
Why do you get 4?
So, 2 weapon fighting, extra attack, and Dread Ambusher lets me do 1 extra attack.
Wow.
Okay. Wait, how does Dread Ambusher work? Can you explain that to me?
I will copy and paste.
Okay.
While we do that, since I have natural weapons, can I attack with a natural weapon and a regular weapon, or no?
Well, natural weapons, don't they count as light weapons? Because they're part of you, so I would think so. But no, your great axe is not a light weapon.
No, it's actually a battle axe, sorry. I don't have a great axe.
Is your battle axe a light weapon? Battle axes aren't light weapons either, are they?
No?
So
Oh, I thought only one weapon had to be a light weapon for that to work, not both. Okay.
No, they have to be both. Like
I'm assuming 12 misses.
No, 12 to hit.
Oh, 12? No, that does not hit.
23.
nice. It's a nice opening. round.
That does hit.
Oh, is he a fiend?
Yeah. Hello?
That did.
Just making sure. I forgot about that. So, that other one that was whoa, what was that? 8, so it was a 10.
The cute little 8 damage is now
a 10.
10 damage. So 12. Oh, or 10 damage. Did you
Yeah.
add it into 2 that time?
Yeah, and then my dreaded ambusher attack.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
I'm glad you had 4 attacks and you did 20 damage.
Hey, be quiet. That other one, if that one hit, it would have done a lot more.
20 damage. Listen, if you were level 1, that would have been really cute. So, next is... Wait, is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
That's it.
That's it? Okay. Kristoff, right?
Yep. That's unfortunate that I can't use my horn attack also. Oh well.
Well, why can't you?
Well, in addition to a regular attack. With my axe, because you said both weapons have to be light weapons.
Oh...
Unless he took the dual wielder feat. Like moi.
I think for something like that, you'd have to like take the dash feat or something, or like dual wielder. But go on. Do what you gotta do.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and. One second. That's what that is. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and what would this do? Advantage. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my axe and shield, and I'm gonna charge the motherfucker.
All right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and attack the motherfucker.
All right.
Rah! You're gonna die. That's 26, I assume, is a hit.
Yeah.
Rolling pretty decent, except for this weird Ralph one.
It's a 7.
I shouldn't have said shit. Oh, that's damage. Good.
7 is not a hit.
No, that's 7 damage.
Oh, yeah.
And then a 22. That's also a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And a 10. And that's basically all I can do.
How much damage did that one do? 10? Okay, so
Yeah,
10?
17 total.
Okay. All right, cool.
That's cute. Only 17.
Yeah, from 2 attacks that actually both hit.
I only had 2 attacks that hit too, and I got 20. I got a tiny little weapon. Tiny.
Yeah,
We're
look
not-
at all those cute little pluses you have.
You
We're
sure
not
My
do
dex?
have a tiny
Doing
weapon.
this kissing contest.
You mean my dexterity, my +1 weapon?
Yeah,
So-
all these are actions. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. All right, no problem. So it is now my turn. So what? No.
Or yes.
I'm assuming he's going for either me or Kristoff.
If I had to guess,
Well,
probably.
I mean, a 3's not going to hit either. 13 does not hit Ralph. I love multi-attack. I missed 3 times. So, this thing sort of does a sort of panther scream and scratches at you twice, Ralph. You jump both, and then it does a spin around to try and smack you with its spiky tail, and you jump right over the tail too, and the tail just whizzes right around without even touching you.
As a reaction, I like to make a jerk-off motion again. Thank you.
So you want to waste your reaction for that? Sure, that's no problem. That's fine.
Do you
Yeah.
finish, or just?
Yes, I will finish.
Wow.
So Benny,
Yes.
it's your turn.
You now have advantage because I gave you the 8 other action. Booyah!
Oh, really?
Think about it. Think about it. If Peter wants to screw me over with my reaction usage, I just gave you the help other. I'm just fucking around though.
You
But
sure are.
I did jerk off though. Not a big deal.
So help other is not a reaction.
No, it's an
a
action.
bonus action.
Oh, it is bonus? Oh.
I think it's a bonus action, isn't it?
I thought it was an
No,
action.
No, I think
No, it's an action.
Oh, okay, there you go. So no, none of that. Benny.
All right, I'm gonna show everybody how it's done.
Oh my god, I actually could have attacked with my horns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Goring Rush, if I use a dash action.
Oh, you could back up and then run into him.
Well, if you want to retcon it, I'm fine with that. Do you want to add that in? Is it like you could use Goring Rush and then attack?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
so
I
just
yeah.
retcon it in. Like, you
Okay.
didn't know. It's fine. I didn't know either.
Yes. Okay. So this is gonna change a few things in that case. D20 plus 23. I assume is a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's okay. So actually, I'm gonna do a few things. This is my bonus action, and then I'm gonna use my reaction. D. 4. So that's a 5, and then I'm also going to use my hammering horns as a reaction, and I'm going to show the creature. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Equal to 8 plus my 11. Wait, 8, 9, 10, 11. A 15 strength saving throw.
Yeah, no, doesn't make it.
He gets pushed 5 feet away from me.
Okay, he's already pretty much against the wall, so
He gets knocked prone.
he gets pushed into the wall.
Or I could just push him like to the left or right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so like left.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so that's where he is, and Benny, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna roll. See if this equation works. I'm gonna roll all 3 attacks. Two
At
attacks
once?
bonus. Yeah. So I got a 21, a 15, and a 23.
Nice.
All of those hit.
Oh, I like it. So I'm gonna try all the attacks at the same time. So 1d8.
Yeah, now we're thinking with stuff. Yes.
All right,
That's supposed to be how. That's supposed to be how Benny's character approaches metaphor.
yeah. So 11 plus 8, that's 19 plus 5. I gotta add this up.
23.
I through the calculation. But yeah, so 23 damage.
Okay.
And yeah, that's actually
Hello?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I thought I lost you. So that's it? That's your turn?
that's my turn, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, so then that happens, and now it is your
wait.
turn. What?
Quick question. He was prone though, right?
No.
He is not prone, he's just pushed against the wall.
I was hoping there.
Peter, your turn. Hexaba?
It's my turn.
Yes.
Let's see. So this thing, like, it shot flames out before?
It did, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna see if I just do what's his face did.
What?
Benny, where he did the repeat attack.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the same as rolling the other die. The stats. You just change relevant.
Yeah, let me just check.
There's got to be a modifier for adding it up too, though, right? So it's probably not the
Probably.
same for the damage. I got to look up the help. I actually have the help.
Alright, so this thing clearly isn't very okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
So that is
A 19, a
looking at-
20, a 19, a 22, and a 13.
19, 22 are hits, 13 is missed.
Okay, give me another moment, just because I think this is my first time.
So you're
using
using
it.
how are you using 3 attacks?
Scorching Ray.
Oh, so the spell itself has 2 rays. I get it. 3 rays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So 18.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So you notice that actually that. Oh. Oh.
It heals him.
No. It so it hits it, and it sort of like sits on its spines and skin, and it looks around at the flames, and then looks at you with this look of like withering contempt. Like, what are you trying to do?
So it didn't do anything to him.
Didn't seem to.
Literally what I said I did not want for my character.
Hi, we're in hell.
It it happened one time. I told you there are going to be opportunities for you to augment that.
Yeah, I literally look up at the sky, at the DM, throw my hands up, and I quit the game.
No.
Wait, is this immune to fire damage?
Yeah.
Safe to say.
So
And was all of that damage fire damage, right? What
Yeah.
there was none of it that was just regular. Okay.
So, it is now Ralph's turn again.
So let me ask you this.
Finishing up.
Yeah,
He is surrounded by us, correct?
he is.
Technically no, because he got moved. Maybe?
Yeah, he got
Because Benny went up to it, right?
Benny went up to it. So yeah, he's surrounded.
Does that mean we can impose flanking? Are you imposing flanking?
I'm fine with that.
Yes. First attack.
Okay, that hits. Yep.
So that second D8 is my sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. Oh right, you do have a level of thing. Okay, go ahead.
And then I'm just going to continue on with my other two attacks.
Hey, not 20!
Damn, Poppy. Should have saved
There
it.
it is. All right.
Give him the juice.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
So my last one, bonus action.
That's a hit.
These are all high rolls today. Wow. I mean, it helps with advantage.
Okay, cool.
And that's it.
So yeah, that's it. That's your turn.
Yeah.
Good. That's a hefty amount of damage. Good job. So now it's Kristoff.
I can understand why the rules state that you only get an attack opportunity if they willingly move out of your threat space. Because they're just gonna keep constantly pushing him around like a little ragdoll.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to him, and then I'm gonna go ahead and, play my axe on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Let me copy.
That's the sound.
Yo, the popos!
That's actually the sound of one of the devils squealing in agony.
Plus...
Oh, and so both of my weapons are +1s, just so that's stated. It's Mexican.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
What weapons do you have?
I got axes.
Nah.
Two sweet axes. Not as cool as this guy's.
Alright, I think this is the full thing that I need to type in. Let's see what happens.
Look at
Hey,
that.
sweet, it worked. 22 and 23.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
Sweet.
I mean, I don't want to jinx any of this, but we have not rolled many under the 20s since this fight started. Actually, since the whole thing. There you
Wow. And then 24 damage.
go. Oh, man.
That's really good. Okay, so this guy is looking a little bit. He's like now starting to maybe like falter a little bit.
So rethinking its actions, its life's actions.
And I'm actually gonna go ahead. So wait. So I'm gonna assume that Grimy is on the far end of him. Cannibal dude is closer, and then I'm kind of in the middle. So yeah, I'm not even gonna bother like using my horns to push him around. I'm just gonna leave him as is. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. So now.
As a free action, I'm just gonna go ahead and intimidate him. You messed with the wrong people, bub.
Intimidate is not a free action.
It is if I don't roll.
Your AC is 18, right? Ralph?
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh, shit. I hate this.
He's so fucked. He's so fucked.
Shit. So it does the same thing, Ralph. You expertly dodge every single one of it again.
He picked the wrong person to fight.
And then 1 second.
You think he was just mashing A and B sequentially?
A flaming spine shoots over your shoulder and hits the devil in the shoulder.
I look. We all look, I imagine.
I don't even have high AC. Like, this is standard for level 6.
Mine's
Yeah.
actually low.
18 is not. I mean, I don't really. 18 is not standard.
Right, yeah, 18 is decent. It's pretty
That's
good.
studded.
Yeah,
I have studded leather armor.
Yeah, 18 is
You got the
decent. Yeah. So the spine shoots over your shoulder and lands. Shoots over your shoulder and lands, and the other dude showed up. So you look where the spine came from, and basically one of those sort of dog cat spine things that's attached to the mysterious person draped in chains is sort of like shaking its spines and tail, and one of them had shot out at you.
Wait, at us or at this little bitch?
Well, I mean, you can make whatever assumptions you want. It shot over Ralph's shoulder and hit the devil.
Okay.
But these things don't look happy with you, so that's what you see. So that's that. It's now Benny.
All right. So, do we have still advantage? This attack. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Almost died. I can't.
He's ganged up. A gangbang.
Ganked it up. All right. So this ridiculous equation is getting pasted because there's no way I'm reading that. 2d20 kh1 plus 7 times 3. All right, there is a 20, a 22, and a 24.
Those are all hits. Damn, you guys are rolling.
Jeez.
Right.
Damn, I know, for real. Honestly, this is out of character for me. All right.
You should fight it.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna roll 3d8, right? Because that obviously makes the most sense. 3d8 plus 12. Let's see what we got. 19. Okay.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's looking really shaky. Peter.
Yeah.
I walk 30 feet away from combat.
Oh no, I was wait. Oh wait. I wanted to make sure you're still there. So you hear a voice in your head when at the start of your turn, and it says, "You're a child of flame."
Obviously.
Well, so are we. But some of us have learned how to make that flame hurt even the strongest of us. Hurt even the strongest of our enemy. I can teach this to you.
Then do it.
Do it.
You hear a sort of like deep, low, rumbling laughter that seems coming from all around. Only you hear it though, Peter. Hexaba. Only you hear it though. Flames start like roiling up your body, and they as they're at the bottom of your feet, they start off orange, the color of normal flames, but as they work their way up your body, they transform to blue flames. So what you feel is that your flames have been imbued with something called hellfire, and you've lost 5 sanity points. But you can now use those flames to actually hurt things down here.
Well, I wish I would have just used a fucking cantrip and didn't waste a second level spell slot.
Wait, let me get this straight. Is it sanity or insanity points?
Sanity.
And the lower it goes, the worse it is.
You would want to assume.
It's eventually gonna start looking like Don't Starve, all gray and squiggly. It's deafening.
Peter, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, I just start walking away.
Oh, you're still walking away?
Yeah, I'm just like, cool. Could have used you earlier, asshole. And then I just start walking away.
Okay.
Gotta waste fucking sanity to get my second level spell slots, assholes.
So walk 30 feet away. Now, so then that's your turn?
Yeah, I'm leaving. I continue walking like what I was doing before. I'm just gonna like, fuck these guys. I don't even know them.
So your plan is to just completely leave the whole group.
Yeah, I'm just walking, yeah.
And
I don't care about them.
Okay. So, alright. So when you do that, we make the mental decision to say, F these guys, I'm not going to work with them.
Mm-hmm.
The world for all of you goes black.
All of us?
All of you. Every single one of you. Mid-combat, the world goes black. And you end up back in the 6-sided room with a four-faceted cube in the center of it.
Oh, back to the triangle, to the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell happened?
I don't know, I was about to kill that guy.
things got pretty heated up. Oh, that's a good use of a metaphor. I can't figure this out.
I walk up to the cube and I try intimidating it.
Okay.
It worked the last time. Oh,
Hey.
work.
Work.
Wait, so Kristoff, you're doing that. What are the rest of you doing?
I point at the lizard guy. Maybe we should intimidate this.
Yeah, so like I'll let you do it first by yourself, and if it doesn't work, if nothing happens, then I'll come in and be like, oh, I think we had to both do it like last time.
So
Last time?
No, you
The
still
first
remember
time.
everything that happened.
I choose not to.
It's a memory.
I actively deceive.
Oh my god. So you're both intimidating it. What about Peter and Ralph?
While they're intimidating it, I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna make the jerk off motion again.
Oh my god.
Maybe it'll help.
What about Peter?
I just sit in the same position I was before, and I have my face buried in my knees.
You can't tell. Oh, should I roll a performance to see if I'm actually believable here?
I mean, you can.
I don't know. I don't think it's the most believable performance ever. I
Oh,
stopped.
16's not bad.
Okay.
16's not bad. I mean, anything above 15 is, I think, passable, right? I mean, if 10 is like average, yeah, 16's pretty good. So yeah, you're all doing that. Nothing really seems to be working. You seem to notice, the three of you seem to notice that one of you is off to the corner, kind of with her head in her hand.
I think it's not working with just the two of us, or the three of us, whatever that is. And I gesture to whatever he's doing.
Oh my god!
So Grimmy is Bill Nye the Science Guy.
He sure is.
Yeah. And so much static buildup.
Mm.
Hey, you over there, stop sulking. I think you have to intimidate it too. Yell at it or something. We're literally like Cro-Magnon, you know. Was it like they're in the computer? And so,
Yeah, you guys should all just have a fucking like gas fight.
gasoline. Oh lordy. Come on, it worked last time.
Grimy is slowly becoming one of my favorite characters.
And one of my least favorite.
He's becoming your favorite because all he keeps doing is jerking off at things. It's really funny how every character you play, Ralph, is you, except for the one character you got the stats to play yourself.
I have so many personalities.
Yeah, and none of them are you when you're supposed to be playing Ralph. So ridiculous.
Alright, so
I
you
don't know
guys
that I want to go back to where we were, but
you guys are trying to encourage Hexaba, and Hexaba, what are you doing?
I just look at all of them and just mildly shake my head.
Are you
Just-
a girl?
Yeah, my character's female, yeah.
Oh shit.
oh no, I don't want to know what that means.
You guys?
Oh, Oh, it'll fucking go down.
Ralph, I swear to God.
He's swearing. Okay, okay.
You should have said I swear to me.
Back in character. How did we get this door to open last time? We just faced it somewhere, right?
I think we just yelled at it. I think that's when everybody was. Well, no, you guys weren't yelling at it. You guys were actually manipulating it, right? So yeah, you guys were touching.
Wait a minute, we were all touching it. Hey, Tits, we need your help.
God.
Oh my God.
Hey, Tit.
Thanks. Hate it.
Oh my God.
Is that
Veronica, I'm sorry.
That's a nat 1 on attack. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
You
go
just
to
rolled to attack him?
yeah.
That one?
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
getting
gonna
done.
let you. So, because this was your attack and this is your moment, I want you to decide how you failed it.
Oh, I just assumed that. Trying to think.
You attack me instead. Ow, kitty cat stop.
I wish there was a way for me to be able to fuck up the puzzle.
No. I mean, you can try.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I feel like that's probably the best thing. Would be like if I hit the fucking puzzle.
So, you hit the puzzle with the sense of trying to, like, hit him, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's your intent, is to, like, hurt him.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so nothing happened.
Does it put a dent? What did you hit it with?
No. What Hexaba does is she attacks Grimy with the intent to help him die sooner.
Yep.
True story.
Help him in
Yeah.
the afterlife.
I mean, last time, people were like, there's literally someone jerking off at it, and two people growling at it, trying to intimidate it. So I think that it, before that worked.
It did.
Intent matters. This is an intelligent puzzle. You haven't figured it out already. Intent
Yeah, well, yeah, Hexaba has, because I actually have a pretty high intelligence.
Yeah.
Me too.
And
Oh my God, seriously?
19.
What the
You're
fuck?
joking. Why do you have a 19 intelligence?
Because you decided to give us all $675. So I'll buy myself a headband of intellect.
Oh my god. Of course.
Now I'm a smart jerker offer.
Oh my God.
Worst kind.
the thing is, he's a trust fund baby he's like a legacy baby who got a diploma from an Ivy League school.
Basically.
Because he was legacy.
Yeah. So that's literally what it is.
He
It's
coasted,
just kind of,
he coasted his way through the Ivy League water deep. So anyway, seriously, what are you guys doing? So you're intimidating the box, you're jerking off at the box.
I think we all have to touch it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think shooting it was gonna help. I give you like a sort of like a side eye, like nice try.
I mage hand at the box to try to, like, just basically what I was doing before when I was, like, inspecting it, because I know what I have to do.
Right.
Kill us
So-
all.
This
The
sounds
second-
very ominous.
The second the intent is there to work with them to solve the puzzle shifts and goes back to its 5-sided configuration with the Leviathan cross on it. And the door opens again, and you are let back out into the street. When you walk back into the street, you notice now that the street is completely empty, with the exception of these two creatures.
Is it we're in the same spot when we got through the wall, or in the same spot where we left?
Yeah, you're in the same spot where you exited the wall.
Oh, okay.
And the street, instead of before where it was like where it was all bustling and there were so many people around, now the street is completely empty except for these two small creatures who look like they were standing there waiting for you to exit where you did.
Now, when you say small creatures, are they like flying, hovering?
These are the two creatures you see.
Oh, okay. Creepy goat eyes.
So they giggle a little, and they say, "We thought you'd never make it out of there."
It is our second time, assholes.
I know, I watched the first. It wasn't very impressive. We are Calcabrina.
You stole that from Final Fantasy IV.
Actually, I stole that from the name of a Malabranch in Dante's Inferno.
Okay, I believe you.
That means Final Fantasy stole it.
Yeah.
So they said, we are but I sold the design for Final Fantasy. Yes. The two dolls. I did steal the design for Final Fantasy. So they said, we are Calcabrina.
It's nice to meet you. Can we go back home?
So my guess is that box is what brought you here, correct?
I don't know what brought me here. Do you guys know?
The box brought us here, but what brought us to the box?
Did the box just let you out of where you just came from?
Yeah, we yelled at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you don't know what that is, do you?
No, do you?
Naturally. My daddy has one, and she holds her hand out for it.
I think,
They hold their hand out for it. They both hold one hand out for it.
was it Hecubus still has it or something?
Hexaba.
Hexaba, yeah. Sorry.
Hecubus is a cute name too, though. But Hexaba, yeah.
Yeah, I mage hand it to them.
So, they hold it and they say, "This is a configuration box. Archdevils usually make this when they need mortals to do something. The mortals that are summoned to solve the box are bound to it, and they can't escape the prison that they are put in until they solve it.
Oh, boy.
So,
Okay.
you're stuck here until you solve this puzzle. And if you keep reverting back to stage 1, you're not going to get very far."
Whoa, that was stage 1?
Yeah. And she
You
sends
almost did
she mage hands the box back to you guys.
that. Whose box? Who owns the box?
Who owns the bar?
Yeah.
Who owns the box that you're holding?
Yeah.
Who started this? Like, I was just minding my own business.
Well,
Actually, I don't remember much of what happened before this, but I'm
so
pretty
the
sure.
way these boxes summon their captors is different for each box and unique to each devil. Unique to each archdevil. I don't exactly know why you were summoned by this box. But I can definitely, I'd be happy to help you figure it out because I love puzzles.
Okay. It seems that it takes us somewhere when we all touch it.
So, the moment she said that she'd be willing to help you out to solve it, the puzzle flashes again. The puzzle flashes again and breaks apart. Starts reconfiguring itself and now forms into a six-faceted box. Now the six-faceted box has. Oh no, the six-faceted box has the Leviathan cross on it with the violet color. So the six-faceted box forms, and you see this bright, burning Leviathan cross on it. And when Calcabrina sees that, they're shocked. They're like, "Oh, well, that must have been one of the qualifications to solve the box." So apparently you needed to find help in the 9 hell from one of the devils who lives here to solve the box. That was so you got to the next level. That's good.
Is that
So-
what it is? We helped each other? Okay. I really thought it was our screaming and grunting.
Probably not. Sometimes the hardest thing to do to get is to get a group of mortals to work together. Some of them never get past that first step. A lot of them, when they're
And wink like it was the grunting. I whisper back to my grunting partner.
so she thinks, and she's like, so I don't know a lot about each individual box because there are so many. There are countless archdevils in the house, but I do know that usually figuring out what the symbol on the box means or its significance will help solve it. So we need to figure out what this symbol means. And I think I can actually help with that. So if we go to the marketplace this way, there are a lot of information brokers there. And I'm sure one of them will have the answer that you're seeking. So
Is that guy still around? We got into a tiff.
and she looks around and she was like, "Oh, that Hamachula? No, I took the liberty of clearing the street. Because you look like you weren't quite ready for all of that was going to happen."
Well, that guy was a dick. Either way.
Yeah, most devils are.
So what kind of
Falcon,
clues can we look for?
Say it again.
What kind of clues are we looking for?
Well, you need to figure out what this symbol means on the box.
Okay, so I guess we just gotta go and look for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we have to investigate the area? Maybe we'll see it somewhere, or someone knows?
Well, she just said she was going to take you to the marketplace where there are a lot of information brokers.
Let's do it.
So the two of them sort of hover like in front of your group and lead you down this narrow path. And you notice as you're going forward that people seem to part ways reverently for these two little girls. Very reverently. Like they part ways and they lower their head when these two girls kind of come down this center pathway. And then continue their business behind you. But now that you are with her, none of them touch you.
Do any of them look like they have anything valuable?
The devils?
Yeah.
A lot of them are wearing very fine jewelry, rubies, sapphires, diamonds, all sorts of tungsten and steel. Some of it could be magical, some of it could not be.
As we're walking by, I'm just gonna reach out, like, just literally, if it's within arm's reach and I can just easily grab it, I just grab it as we're walking by.
You want to grab someone's jewelry?
Yeah.
Okay, so you reach out to the side to grab someone's jewelry. Make a sleight of hand check, please.
Let me just.
So wait. Let me. So I'm gonna give you a description of a couple of devils.
Sure.
He's not. Yeah, he's not trying to do it discreetly. He's overtly doing it because he sees that they don't want to mess with the girls.
Oh, so you're not trying to do this discreetly at all. You're just trying to take a devil's stuff.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to throw out a couple of devils, and you're talking to. So there's you have one of the tentacle bearded devils, the chain devil with her bunch of spined dogs is back. You have a really tall horned devil with huge bat wings. You see a couple of more humanoid-looking male and female devils with large bat wings milling about. All of them are finely dressed and dripping in jewels.
Actually, in that case, you know what? No. One of the female bat-winged ones, I'm just gonna like wink at her instead. I'm not gonna grab anything.
You wink at her.
Yeah.
She smiles and she winks back. Yeah, she smiles and she winks back. And when she does, you feel. Give me a charisma saving throw.
It's a ripclot check.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not an elf anymore.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, so you feel a very strong psychic pull, and an intense pleasure sort of washes over your body. But that's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Heroin.
Yeah, and so you're going to continue on?
Yeah.
What about the rest of you guys? What are you doing? There's sort of the street she's leading you down. You can see it starts to get more and more mercantile, in the sense that on the sides of the street you start to see like open shops with people trading in various wares. And there's this weird currency that they seem to be using, these sort of glowing orbs. So like people are trading goods for these glowing orbs.
Those look like souls.
I'm just gonna be paying attention to the surroundings. Maybe I'll pick up a clue while walking around.
What happened?
I'm just gonna be looking at the area because she's leading us along, right?
She's leading you along, but she's moving very slowly.
I'll just be taking note of the area, just in case anything that I see out here maybe gives me a clue.
Okay, so why don't you, if that's what you're doing, why don't you roll me an investigation check? Okay. So you see a shop with all sorts of really beautiful, really beautifully worked weapons and staves and robes, and then you see another one with all these sorts of trinkets and beautifully worked jewelry and bracers and shoes. And then there's yet another shop with what looks like some of the most delicious food you have ever seen in your life. And it smells amazing. And there's also there's a shop with all sorts of what look like ancient arcane tome and volumes as you're walking. Kalka Brina, when she passes that shop, she seems to sort of linger there a little bit to like sort of look at the books. So you kind of get the idea that this is the general area where you're supposed to be to figure out what you need to figure out. So one of these shops may or may not have what you're looking for.
And so, what I'll look for is anything as we're like perusing throughout there, I'm just gonna try to match up the symbol.
Okay. Fair
That sounds
enough.
like a good idea.
What?
That sounds like a good idea.
Sure does. So that's what you do. Are you gonna do that too, Ralph?
Yeah.
So you're doing that. What about you, Hexaba? Hexaba?
She just wants all of this. She's just like, yeah, let's do it. Great idea. But is doing nothing.
Well, right, but you are in a mercantile area. You're in an area filled with all sorts of shops and stuff. So if you're really half-assed about helping them, are you doing something else?
Just following the girls, not just sort of. She's very downtrodden because she's just like, I'm stuck with these fucking idiots, and there's nothing I can do to get away from it.
So you just go over to Calcabrina.
Yeah, because like they're moving, so I'm just like there.
Well, they've stopped moving. They're kind of lingering around that bookshop, and they're like sort of kind of looking through some of the books in there. So you go over there to where she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you're doing that, and I believe Kristoff. What are you doing? Kristoff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm kind of doing the same thing. Just like staying on the other side of the girls.
All right. So you're going to the bookshop, and the other two of you went to the other shops to try to find something with the symbol on it, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with Peter and Kristoff. So Hepzibah, you walk up to Kalka and Brina. Do you say anything to them?
I just like kind of I look at like because they're looking at books, right?
They are, but they're not like it's not like they're like engrossed. They're sort of they're shopping. So they're not like, fully engrossed in it, but they're just kind of like, oh, this looks nice, that looks nice, this is what I'm looking for. So it's not an imposition. You wouldn't feel like it's an imposition if you were to speak to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to because they said that the symbol is important.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to make like a knowledge roll to see if I understand what that symbol is.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Go for it. So you definitely know it is the personal symbol of an archdevil. It is like the personal sigil of an archdevil. It is not one of the ones you are familiar with because the main ones that most people would be familiar with are the main 9. So it's not one of those, but it does seem eerily similar to. It has aspects of some of the symbols used to. It has aspects of some of the symbols similar aspects to some of the symbols used to denote Asmodeus. It has similar aspects to some of the symbols used to denote Beelzebub. So you notice similarities there. So you think that maybe if it's not either of them, it might be an archdevil that has something to do with them.
Okay, so I'll just go and start looking at books on Beelzebub and Asmodeus.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna leave you to that for a second. Kristoff, how about you? And what you can do in the meantime is give me a couple of investigation checks. Give me like 3, one right after another, and then I'll come back to you. Okay?
Sure.
No, Kristoff, you and I. You tell me what you're doing now.
Wait, how many do you want?
I want you, Peter, to give me 3 in a row, and then I'll come back to you and let you know what you find.
Okay.
Krista, how about you? What are you doing?
So these are all books, right?
They're all books, yeah. This is a bookstore. The one that Calcabrina went to.
I'm bored.
You said you're bored?
Yeah.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
So, Calca and Brina look up from their book and said, well, this isn't exactly playtime, but if you are bored, this is not the only shop you can be looking at. They both say at the same time, this is the shop where we can be most of help, which is why we're here. And she looks at, and they look at Hexaba, Hexaba. They look at Hexaba as well, and they're like, and her as well. There's a reason where, if you don't feel that you can contribute here, maybe you should look someplace else.
Who has the? Calcabrina has the the new cube, right?
No, Calcabrina mage-handed that back.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, so you're mage handing it now?
Well, no, I just put it in my bag. Because I realized before when I had it just floating around, it got a lot of attention, so I just put it in my bag.
I walk up to you. I just like tug on your bag.
I just like look at you, go, how dare you?
That's why I didn't open it.
What do you want?
Let me see the cube.
Why?
I want to help.
I don't think you can help that way.
I forgot what the symbol looks like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. And I go back to reading.
This is exactly why I didn't want all of you to make evil characters.
Why would this have anything to do with me being evil or not?
I'm not evil.
This has nothing to do with anyone being evil. It's just
You're completely unhelpful to each other.
I'm trying to
No.
actively help.
Oh, that's
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah. Ralph is the only character who's just like, come on, guys, let's all work together because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey man, let me come on your tits.
So wait, so you said it looks like Devil Cross, right?
It's a Leviathan cross with a unicorn horn as the main spoke in the center.
Okay. I'm just gonna go out and I want to look for the seediest motherfucker around.
Serious?
Yes, seediest.
Okay.
Or seediest, like, vendor around.
Okay, fair enough. So, you see, the vendors in this area, none of them look in the sense of what you're thinking of as seedy, like maybe low rent. But there are a couple of vendors that look very shifty.
Yeah, that's basically what I was getting at.
Okay. So there is a sort of very plump, green-skinned, warty, winged devil that is otherwise dressed in finely appointed, gorgeous purple and gold robes. And the second he sees you sort of looking around aimlessly, he waves to you excitedly and claps his hands and calls you over. And he's very excited. He's like, "Oh, come here, come here.
I'll go ahead and walk up to him.
Oh, look at you. Oh, how did you find your way here, you poor, poor lost soul, you?"
I wish I could tell you, but I don't remember.
Well, what brings you here?
Um, one sec. I just want to check one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
What?
Word.
What?
Okay, yeah. Apparently, this is a cantrip. Yeah, I thought it was. I just wasn't like 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and cast friends on myself.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Um,
on myself. So now I'm gonna go ahead and have advantage on all charisma checks directed at him, it, her, them specifically.
yeah, you can't really tell if this is male or female. It's just big and ugly and fat and green.
Yep. Uh,
Sounds like a her to me.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Reminds me of my fourth wife.
Jesus Christ.
And she was a demon.
Fucking... Oh my god.
Well, you see,
So, you cast friends on it?
not on myself,
Okay.
but it's a self-cast spell, but I need to direct it at a specific creature. So I'm now,
So you're directing it at this thing.
yeah, it gets no saving throws.
It doesn't need a saving throw.
It-
So, when you do that, it kind of laughs at you and says, "Oh, no, dear, don't do that.
Yeah, but this isn't a charm.
It's not charm.
It's not a charm.
Are you sure?
Yep. It will, however, once the spell ends, become hostile towards me, but it does not get saves and it is not a charm.
Let me check something.
Yeah, unless the wording here is just really fucked up. But yeah, it's in the player's handbook apparently. Because I'm the target of the spell. But then I just have to direct, I guess, my. I don't know. The wording on this is weird. Yeah.
I mean, it's an enchantment. So, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you see, I'm looking for a devil cross with a horn on it.
Oh dear, why would you be looking for that?
Because I want to die.
It was my mother's.
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of devils that use the symbol of the devil's cross. Because it's the devil's cross.
What about the double cross?
With a horn on it?
No, that is less common. I can't really think of any devil that uses that symbol, at least not around here.
What about not here?
Hmm.
You know you want to tell me. Who knows what'll happen?
Hold on one second.
Look at it this way. How often do you see a living, breathing minotaur aimlessly walking around hell?
My dear, I fought against your demon father in the armies of the Blood War. You don't impress me.
Yeah, but that was my demon father, not me.
Well, you may find that some of the Devil's Cross is more it's more prone to be used by an archdevil's consort than the archdevil itself. So usually the archdevil will have their own symbol, and their consort will have a different symbol that usually incorporate the Leviathan cross in some way, shape, or form. So that may be the answer to your little puzzle.
So I'm looking for a console.
What?
So I'm looking for a console.
Yes, maybe. That sounds about right.
Like the one that healed me.
Like the one. I don't know who that is. Someone healed you, dear.
Yes.
Well, then I guess yes, something similar to that. But not all devil consorts have a sigil that represents them. This would be a powerful devil's consort.
That has a unicorn horn.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any?
Well,
And I kind of just like lean in close, like we're talking conspirationally.
So it smiles and leans in super close to you as well, and it says, "Not personally, but I do know that those two little girls that you are traveling with, their parents are archdevils."
Their parents are assholes.
They mentioned that.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
What? What did I do?
Oh,
Nothing. Just make one.
But I did nothing.
That's true. You didn't.
Oh, that's why we're all like, okay.
You definitely didn't make this throw.
Let's see. 11.
Let's hope that's a death saving throw.
For what it's worth, if it's trying to like determine anything about me, it can't.
No, that's
Are
true.
you inscrutable?
But it's not actually trying to do that. It's
No being.
I actually am, yeah. Okay.
it's actually not trying to do that. It says it puts out its hand and says, "Let me see your hand, dear."
I remember what happened the last time that happened.
You
What do
don't
I-
you don't really have a choice. They charmed you.
Motherfucker.
So you put your hand in its hand, and you start to feel drained somehow. You lose 5 sanity points. And the devil pulls you close. After that, and whispers in your ear, "It's not a smart idea to try to charm a devil. I would not suggest doing that again if you want to live to solve your puzzle."
Now I just kind of want to attack it.
Well, you can't because you're still charmed.
Riddle me this as you hit it with a fucking axe.
I was literally about to do that.
So, and then when it pulls away, it says, "Go back to your friends and help them solve that damn puzzle."
He was trying to in his own way.
I was trying to, but you didn't help me.
Well, you got some information.
Yeah, help him help us.
So, yeah. So, now, Benny, Benny and Ralph, did you go to the same shop or did you go to separate shops?
Same one.
Same one? Okay, which one did you choose? Did you choose the shop with the weapons and staves and robes, or did you choose the shop with the jewelry and shoes?
They chose the one with the bitches.
What?
They chose the one with the bitches.
Well, both of the proprietors of these shops are female, so which one did you choose?
1 for weapons, 2 for gems. Gems.
Oh, gems and stuff?
Yeah.
So you go to this shop with the sort of jewelry and gems and all this sort of like fancy bracers and stuff. And this woman that is wearing nothing but head to toe jewelry steps forward. She is about 7 feet tall. She's 7 feet tall, has pale green skin that fades to pale yellow at her, and her front section is also pale yellow. She has a very long snake-like tail. She also has legs, like she walks normally, but she has like a long snake-like tail, like almost like a lizard's tail. And she has and her feet are cloven, and she has long dark hair.
I was about to give her a hell yes until the cloven feet. She's trying too hard.
What do you mean she's trying too hard?
Like, it's one thing that she had the jewelry and the snake tail, and she had that really cute ombre look going, but then she had to add some cloven hooves. Bitch, you tried it, and you failed it.
Most of the denizens of the house will have cloven hooves.
She didn't have to be. She chose to have cloven feet.
She sure did. I mean, why not? We all choose the way we're formed. I mean, hello. Like, we all choose the way we look. Like, she could have easily chopped those feet off and done something else.
At this point in our age, we have chosen to look the way we look.
It's a conscious decision. Walk out of the house with those cloven hooves.
So she steps forward and she's like, she steps forward and she says, "Welcome. What are you two sweet bloods doing here?"
Well, I was here to do something, but wow, you're just so beautiful.
Thank you.
Is
there something
but
that I?
yeah, I'm looking for like this the symbol. It was like the Leviathan symbol. Was that the one?
The Leviathan cross.
Yeah.
A Leviathan cross.
So yeah, I explained to her, looking for this Leviathan cross-looking symbol. Do you know about this?
I know of the symbol. The Leviathan cross is a symbol that is usually used by an archdevil's consort, and each one has a sort of variation that denotes which archdevil's consort it's for.
She's got a unicorn horn.
That one's not very well known to me. That one's not very well known. I've seen many variations, but I haven't seen that one. That's strange.
Yeah, well, we're stuck here. Where are we, by the way? We're sort of just stuck here. We think that the archdevil or whoever it is that owns the thing that got us stuck here, we're just trying to find out where they are.
Well, this is the city of Dis on the second layer of hell, which is also Dis.
Dis? Like, I know Dis already.
Well, you asked where you were. That's where you are.
Yeah, I was trying to take this somewhere that wasn't going to go.
Is that the city from Dante's Inferno?
First.
It is the city. It's the city from Dante's Inferno. It's also one of the cities in the cosmology. It's the second layer of hell.
Yeah. It's like one of the major cities, right?
It's the major city of hell. Yeah.
So, all right. So could I just? All right. I don't know much about these. I'm assuming this is some other. This ain't in the material world. Could I just like walk out of here if I really wanted to? If I had a choice?
Walk out of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there like a gate or something I
As
can
she
walk out?
says, "Walk out of this,"
Yeah.
she
Gotta walk
just
out of this.
gestures for her whole body.
Well, it depends on how you. It depends on how you arrived. Usually, when sweet bloods arrive, they arrive when it's against their will. No sweet blood usually comes here willingly.
I walked out of a wall. I have no idea how I got here. There's some symbol thing. There's a triangle pyramid thing. We yelled at it. Something happened. We ended up here. Now we're stuck.
A
Trying to find
configuration,
the symbol. Hmm.
a configuration puzzle.
I heard
You're
that
trapped
before.
here until you solve it.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know about that? Wait,
I-
are you trapped here too?
Let her finish, man. She was.
She laughs. She laughs and says, "Hardly. This is my home. I love it here."
So yeah, this configuration box or something.
Well, I can't unfortunately help you solve that puzzle because I don't know much about that symbol. Not the one with the unicorn horn on it, and uh, but I do have many wares here that might help you on your journey. Is there something here that might interest you?
So I make a physical note to look around like what the store actually has. I never even really noticed what was in the store.
This
We just
bitch is
walked in.
trying to upsell.
Yeah, trying to get it.
Mm-hmm.
What
Sure
do you
is.
sell here?
Well, we have all sorts of fine wares, magical
Gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
gadgets and gizmos aplenty, both
I
magical
got
and
quizzits
mundane.
and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs?
Um,
Bitch, I got 20.
She says I special in. She says I special in jewelry mostly, as you can tell. So, if you see, as you can see, I have many different bracers that offer various boons, as well as all these rings. And if you look in front, like right in front of her, there's like a massive tray of just all sorts of magical rings, and then hanging back, like you notice on either side of her, it looks literally like. Have you ever gone into like one of those like Canal Street jewelry shops?
Yeah.
Think that, but with magic jewelry, like magic items. So like pendants and everything are all hanging on the side of her. Shitloads of ring. You have
So instead of like a ring of protection, it's like a ring of protection.
no. If you found it in your the ring of protection would be a ring of protection though.
Yeah, no,
But yeah.
I meant because like if you're in Chinatown and walking around, it's like, oh look, it's Gucci, but it's actually Fuji.
Yeah, exactly. but that's kind of like what the vibe these shops are giving you. They're like street stands, but like they have ridiculous high end merchandise. Like you're looking at some of this stuff. Like I would say, if you were interested in anything, just like roll like an Arcana check.
I'll make a roll.
Mhm.
So while I'm rolling, what kind of payment do you take?
Obviously, sanity.
Yeah.
Well, the only payment we really take is soul energy.
Shreds of your mind.
I kind of like my soul.
Makes one of us.
Wow.
I rolled a modified 1.
Wow.
You sure did. So you just see what you see. So you just see a bunch of really pretty jewelry, and you have absolutely no idea how that would be helpful to you.
Yeah, you're like, that's not what soul is.
Yeah,
Just
like-
to look.
What good is looking pretty gonna do if I have to go fight a fucking devil?
Yeah,
What the
hell.
fuck?
This is
You'll
so
be
useless to me.
at the very least a handsome devil.
You
Fuck.
can't. You can't fight evil if you don't look cute.
I mean, you can, but like, you gon' fail.
You can, but why?
So, so once I see like there's really just trinkets here, right? It's just and it's not
As
much
far as
use.
you can tell, that's
Mm-hmm.
like that's all you see. You
Yes.
like all like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't need pretty jewelry.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It's,
Especially
and
like as a, like especially like as a lizard folk, you're like, where's the bone?
yeah, there's
Yeah.
the
Where's
bone.
the-
Yeah, you're like, J Juice got the prettiest jewelry here, and then, what's his face? Grimy just starts jerking off.
He's already
No,
doing
that's
that.
not happening.
He's on a Tinder.
Grimy, what are you doing? You tell me what you're doing.
I-
You say jerking
I-
off, I swear to God.
I love that. Grimy, no, what are you doing? Grimy!
I'm not. What I do want to know is if she's actually trying to help me with these gadgets, with these things, or if she's just trying to sell me something so she can get some soul.
Well, okay, so roll an insight check.
That's what I was hoping for.
Does she accept dark souls?
Fucking asshole.
That's the soul that's within all of us.
Okay. So the feel that you're getting is that the things she's offering that are here, there's stuff here that can definitely help you, and she knows it. But yeah, she wants soul energy in return. Everything comes with a price.
Stop looking at that junk, man. We got things to do.
We do got things to do. Alright. What was your name again?
My name is...
No, Benny's character.
Oh,
Jeremy Juice.
That's right. Alright, Juice. You got the stuff? Let's get out of here. We don't need anything that she has.
It's just really fun because Grimy's like, oh, so what's your name? And she goes, oh, me? My name is, no, my friend.
Are you... I'm sure I can't interest you in anything.
I was talking to the juice.
It's all just junk.
I don't need junk when I got the juice.
So when you say junk, she sort of like bares her teeth a little and pulls back, and she's like, fair enough. Maybe you don't need what I have to offer.
Yeah,
And then she said,
you know, that's just, you don't have to take my word for it. I mean, but you know, that's how
And
I'm feeling about this scenario right now.
Yeah, she's like, you don't have to take my stuff. And J Juice is like, yeah, because J Juice don't ever pay for sex.
Fabricate.
all right. So, all right. So
Yeah, we're gonna continue to the next stall after that. Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
the weapon
continue
one?
to the next stall. So you're gonna continue to the stall now with the like stabs and weapons and robes and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna continue there. I'm gonna jump back to Peter. What were your rolls that you did?
There was a 10, 15, and a 9, I think.
Okay, so the 9 doesn't really turn up. The 9 doesn't really turn up much. The 10, the 10, you start to read about a you start to read about, you find a story about Asmodeus and Beelzebub, about like a conflict between the two of them. How Beelzebub was once one of the sort of most trusted generals of Asmodeus, and then at some point there was a betrayal, and Asmodeus cursed him into a new and disgusting form that he currently now resides in. Now, the 15 tells you of a story, and this one seems to be more along the lines of what would make sense to you. It tells a story about Beelzebub and one of his consorts. His consort does not give a name, just calls her the nameless consort. It tells a story of Beelzebub's lair of hell called Maladomini, which is basically a huge, a huge, endless, abandoned city. And the reason it is mostly abandoned is because uh, Beelzebub has a sort of complex of delusions of grandeur. He thinks everything is supposed to be beautiful, grand, perfect at all times. And the second he finds an imperfection with it, he wants to abandon it. And his consort always quietly and obediently followed behind him wherever he went, never giving him any problems. Very
So, so what you're saying to me is that this is the story of Mary Had a Lamb.
You're an asshole. Uh, so always followed behind him, very meek and obedient. But then
You're not proving me wrong.
there was one time where there was this one time, the one time that she disobeyed him, the one time that she stood against him was he built this grand city, which to her eye was true perfection. Absolute 100% perfection for her. She was 100% satisfied with living here, and so was he, until he got to the throne room and saw that the throne itself was just off center. And the second he saw that, he ordered his entire court and everyone in the city to abandon it, and she refused. And when she refused, he cursed her to remain within that city, and that she could never leave. And that's where he left her. And she's called the Nameless Consort in the book.
I can't wait till I become a drag and my name is the Nameless Consort.
Asshole.
And introducing the Nameless Consort. Hi.
So when you get the so you learn that. So what do you do with that information when you find it?
Hey, Frick and Frack.
They both giggle at the same time and go, yes?
What do you know about the Nameless Consort?
The Nameless Consort of
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub. Yeah, she
I mean, it could be a he as well.
Yeah, it definitely could.
I get that we're in hell, but I mean, be open about gender.
Yeah, it definitely could be. That's true. Well, they are trapped on the 7th layer in a city. Not many people know much about them. Do you think that has anything to? Do you think that has a relationship to the symbol that you're looking for?
Well, I mean, it seems like this symbol has some characteristics, Asmodeus and Beelzebub, and I know that they have like a whole story going full. And it seems to me that this mark has more to do with a consort than with the actual archfiend themselves.
And she looks at it and she kind of turns her nose up at it. And then she said, well, yeah, it doesn't really look like Benzozia's symbol, so it must be the Nameless Consort. But we have to find her name.
Her name isn't the Nameless Consort?
Clearly not.
Well, clearly that's what it said in the book over and over again. So, like, how am I supposed...
So when it...
Or wait. Does it say and it beeps like Kill Bill?
When you say the Nameless Consort, the light kind of pulses a little bit.
So I think it's like nameless.
So,
Beatrice Kiddo.
so erasing a devil's name from erasing a devil's name from written records is a way of trapping them somewhere. When you're erasing a devil's name, you're erasing a devil's ability to leave where it is. So you're erasing a devil's ability to be summoned anywhere else but where it is. So if the devil is trapped and then its name is erased, then there's no way to summon it from where it's trapped. So that is why she's called the Nameless Consort, because if her name was known, speaking it would be able to summon her forth. Yeah.
So that might actually this whole thing is about.
Maybe, just maybe. But we still probably need to find her name. I doubt it's going to be as simple as finding her name and saying it, because that would just be too easy. But I definitely think that we need to find that name.
Well, yeah, duh. But where are we supposed to find a demon consort's name that's been stricken from the record by an archfiend?
Usually the best bet to find information about an archfiend is to talk to another archfiend.
Well, you're like the spawn archfiend, right?
Not technically, no, but I am the ward of the archdevil and consort.
So you're adopted.
Yeah.
What's that like in?
What happened?
What's that like in Devil World?
Well, I was a cherub in heaven, and I don't remember much of my life before all that. Now I am with Daddy and Mommy.
Oh, were you like a little dick angel until you got cast out?
I don't think so, but maybe.
Interesting. Okay, so can we speak like your mommy and daddy to maybe figure out where to find this name?
We sure can. We just have to find them. My dad's very he's very paranoid. So
Wait, which one is your dad again?
oh, I didn't say his name. Say his name.
Like Brimstone and Hell,
What?
like Brimstone and Hellfire. Is that why you don't say their name? Like cataclysmic nonsense.
No, it's not polite to say an archdevil's name because it pulls at their awareness. The same way as speaking of a god pulls at their awareness. So if they're in the middle of doing something, it's kind of seen as rude, and it could also end up summoning them to you, which you don't always want.
Well, I mean, isn't that exactly what we want, considering that the information on it's a word?
Well, I doubt you would want my father's first impression of you would be rudeness. So, we can definitely go to him.
Sorry, it's remisses.
Say it again.
I said sorry, it's remisses. Shows ring on finger.
I'm confused. I don't.
Yeah,
Betty got it.
there's a ring on it. Yeah.
You said remiss, so I was like, no, it's remisses.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Or remiss.
Yeah. Madam.
liberated. She's a liberated.
Yeah.
Hate you guys. So she said. So she says to you, she's like, "Oh, that's funny." So, do
Little bitches.
you want to gather? You want to maybe gather your friends, and we can see if we can figure out what's going on.
Friends is an extraordinary, like, overreaching for the stars liberal term.
Well,
Cellmates. Puzzle buddies. Let's go with puzzle buddies.
Puzzle buddies sounds so
I like
wrong.
it. Yeah, I
So
like it a lot.
Of course, Betty loves puzzle buddies.
I'm kind of
Because it sounds lewd.
It
but
really
it's not.
does. It really does.
Like
Puzzle
if you
buddy?
just said that to someone out in the world, they'll be like, "What the fuck is a puzzle buddy?"
So, just so you know, we're team puzzle buddies. Because it kind of sounds like code for like a swingers club in a retirement facility.
Exactly.
Well, we should gather your friends, maybe your puzzle buddies, and maybe we can head towards my father or mother.
Sounds great.
My mother may be a better option. She's generally in a better mood.
Sounds.
So you're gonna head over. Who do you want to head to? Do you want to grab Kristoff first, or do you want to grab?
I'm gonna grab whichever one of them.
Whichever one of them. What?
I see first.
Okay, so Kristoff is closer.
Yeah, so if I see that thing, I'll go grab it.
Okay, so we'll jump over to Kristoff. You are in the process of walking back towards being forced to walk back towards oh my god, why am I blanking on the name now?
Because you have
Because I have what?
been enchanted.
I do. Walking back toward Hexaba. So what's going on? What's going through your head? What do you? You can't stop walking, but you can take other actions.
I need to help you.
Oh, well, you can not speak for the duration that you're in my presence.
Oh shit.
That'll be a really great help.
Do I
And
keep
you
walking
can-
past her as she's talking to me?
No, he told you to go back to your friends, so you went
Oh.
back.
Well, wait.
He
To
told
my
you to,
friends.
he told you to go back and help them solve the puzzle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you could not speak, and you can also just... because things are in motion.
Okay.
So you should be too.
Okay, so she just told you it would be helpful for you to not speak, so you know what that means.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean his character can't speak now?
Until he gets another saving throw, yeah.
Oh, I was just being an asshole.
That's it.
Oh my god. So God.
Oh shit.
So
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm putting to so Betty and Ralph, you guys walk up to I can't. We walk up to the you walk up to the next counter, and there are you see robes, staves, swords, some armor. You see armor too, like there's sort of like leather armor, not really metal armor, but like more like leather and different types of cloth armor hanging. And you see in this stall is a sort of what looks like a pale white skinned with long dark red hair, wearing fine robe, and she has angel wings. But if you look closely, she has sort of sharp teeth, and there is a wound in the very center of her head that keeps bleeding right down the center of her face at all times. And she is the proprietor of this shop. And she smiles at you and says, "Welcome. How are you today?"
Damn, not as good as you from falling out of heaven.
Ugh.
Damn.
And so she looks up at the wound in her head, and she was like, "Well, actually, yes. But it's okay. It's been about a millennia."
Why, dang, you looking fine for a millennial-old lady. Anywho, me and my buddy, the Juice, we're trying to find the Leviathan with the cross symbol, if you know anything about it. I lick my lips.
And a unicorn horn.
She sort of smiles at you, says, "Yes, I do. It's a symbol used most often by devil consorts, and you can usually tell which consort it is depending on the variation of the symbol. Do you have a copy of the symbol on you?"
I pat my my chest and look around in my pockets like, ow. I didn't make a copy or anything.
No, it was a cum dumpster. She the one who had it.
Oh my God, Ralph. So, cum dumpster.
And the voice that you use, it's kind of like you're trying to be a bratty Dr. Darebrook.
Yeah, it really does sound like that.
Oh, you mean the cum dumpster?
I can only have so many
someone go on?
voices. Anyways, the girl has it.
The girl, and then she looks. Do you like gesture when you say that?
I know. This is me talking to Juice.
Oh, what?
Oh,
It's like, the girl has it.
Yeah, okay. I was distracted looking at some of the stuff here.
oh.
It's like more junk. But
Wait, no, but you didn't roll for it. You have to roll for it.
okay. No, because there's no like metal armor or anything. It's just like leather, right? So just from telling that, it was like in his mind like it's not as good as, decent set of chainmail or plate. But I'll
Yeah.
roll.
There is, if you roll me a roll me an because you're not really searching for it. Which is higher, your investigation or your perception?
Perception.
Roll your perception.
Look at that.
Damn.
So you see a set of what looks like bone armor. Way in the back.
Wait, hold on. What's this? And I push aside like whatever's in the way, like, hold up, girl.
So she stops you and holds you back with one hand and says, "Is there something I can help you with?" With a knowing smile on her face.
What's that over there I spy with my little eye?
That is one of my finest pieces of armor. It's made with the bones of virgin children.
I'm just wide-eyed with like a shit-eating grin.
As opposed to the armor made out of those dirty slut children.
Yeah, exactly.
Dirty slut children who deserve it.
They were seducing me.
Why are you keeping it back there? This is a thing of beauty.
It is. It's just my finest piece, and I want to make sure I give it to a person for the right price.
Oh. Well, what is the price? Don't tell me souls.
Naturally.
More with the souls.
Of
Well,
course.
how do I even count how many souls I have?
Well, everyone only has one soul, but we don't take the whole soul when we're charging you. We take a piece of it.
Looks like you guys get screwed on that deal.
What are you talking about?
No, it's just a joke about how it seems like a deal to me. So like, bring it out, bring it out. I want to take a look at this.
So,
I'm showing clear interest in terms of like I don't mind the price so much.
is your tail wagging?
Yeah, I'm licking lips and everything. Like, oh man, this looks good.
So,
Same way, Doctor or whatever, Doctor Grimy. I just joined them both. Same way Grimy was looking at you before. That's how I'm looking at you.
so she she takes it down and she brings it over to you, and puts it on, like helps you like don it. It basically is sort of like it's sort of like almost a tabard in the way that it's built, in the sense that it just kind of like goes over your shoulders and fit, rather than having to be like donned and doffed.
Like a poncho, kind of.
What happened? Kind of, yeah, kind of, but not as like long. Like it doesn't cover your arms. It doesn't impede the movement of your arms, kind of thing. Just sort of like front and back, kind of thing.
Mighty fine.
How does that feel to you?
Mighty fine. I'm moving around in it, tapping at it with
Mhm.
my knuckles.
Mm-hmm. She said, "It took me forever. It took me forever to knit all the pieces together and make sure that they stayed whole. It's probably my finest piece of work. I have yet to imbue it with anything. Do you have anything in mind?"
What can you imbue it with?
"What do you desire?"
At that moment, Grimmy starts jerking off.
And finishes 3 times. So just meta, like we're talking about like stat bonuses, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, like, tell me what, like, in your character's words, tell me what you want.
Right. Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind being, or at least feeling a little stronger. I'm a pretty strong guy, but I'm always looking for that advantage.
Something that gives you more strength.
Yeah. I'll flex a little bit.
What happened?
I'll just double flex a little bit. Like, yeah,
I didn't realize you were strength-based.
I was actually.
Well, no, that was me meta.
Oh.
Strength-based. Okay. So I'm trying to find it. Give me a second.
Gauntlets of ogre power.
That's like a poncho, bone poncho of ogre power.
Oh wait, no, it was like the hill giants one. Is that what it was?
Was it the? Yeah, there's the different giants, but that's the Is that the gauntlets? The belt. The belts are like that, where it's all a bunch of giants. Depending on which giant you get, that's the strength.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Give me a second. So she says, she's like, I can definitely imbue this to provide you with more strength.
Name your price.
How much of yourself are you willing to part with?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but
So you can meta that a little. Just tell me how many points you're willing to part with, and I'll tell you how much of an increase you got.
Oh, like insanity points you're talking, or is this?
Yeah. So meta it'll list me, so I can determine how much.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy Juice was a sane person for me. He's got a lot to give. So you know what? Let's go for. I don't know how important this is. So let's shoot for is I don't know 8 a number that that would be worth it.
So,
I have 14 left out of my 15.
So she, she touches her hands, and she's, that's almost half. That's almost half of your being. She said, all right, and she pulls away, and she gets this sort of like ridiculously shit-eating grin on her face, and she says, "Are you sure?"
I mean, sure. How strong is it gonna make me? I'm still enamored with it. Like it's too. I'm super into it.
What is your strength now?
My strength is 16.
So you get. So she says, "Hold on," and she touches it, and the it sorts. At first, it feels like. At first, it just feels like your muscles are energized, but like a little bit. But then, as she's channeling her energy into it, you start to see like little lightnings playing all over the bones. And you feel an electric charge shoot through your entire body, and come and it basically almost like a relay. It shoots through your body and then comes right back to her, leaving you with a 29 strength.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
And her with 8 of your sanity points.
And so, how do I feel after this in terms of, do I still feel pretty normal, or does it?
I mean, it doesn't affect the way you feel as a person, in the sense, like it almost like you feel like there's something missing, but you don't quite know what it is because you feel fine.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, looks like you're the sucker on this deal, and I sort of strut out, just supremely happy.
And
no care in the world.
She just kind of giggles at you. She just kind of giggles as you're walking out and shakes her head a little bit. And she's like kind of like licking her lips.
Yeah, I'm literally walking out so that I can stand in the front of the store with my hands on my hips, like a mannequin of pride.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's that. And Ralph, what are you doing?
Well, if they're just gonna haggle for souls, I'm not really interested. I really just want to get the fuck out of here. But if she doesn't know about the Leviathan symbol, I'm leaving and talking to Calcabrina, if anything.
Alright, so as you're exiting the shop, you see that Hexaba and Calcabrina are walking towards you with the Minotaur. I don't know why I can't remember the Minotaur's name. What is the Minotaur's name? Christoph?
Parker Posey.
I think he may have passed out.
He may have been. Yeah, he said he had to leave earlier.
Yeah, he said he had to leave. I think like 45 minutes ago.
Oh shit! Oh, okay, I didn't even hear that. He said
no. It was text.
20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that part. So, so you guys meet up. And you also see, Benny walk out of the shop, covered in what looks like little tiny chain link of finger bone. This kind of like chain link poncho of little finger bones all over him.
Check it out, eh?
Yeah. My head tilts to the side. Charming.
I pull out a bone and just start gnawing on it, like from my satchel, like one of my food bones. I'm content.
So Calcabrina says to you guys, well, she says, well, we've discovered something. Hexaba, if you'd like to do the honors, since you're the one who found it.
Lots of cool stuff. We're going, so let's go.
Well, no, you should tell them about what we're looking for, right?
I'll mention at least what we learned, which it was only about like some consort of some archfiend.
Yes, it's the nameless consort. Beelzebub, and
What a weird name.
oh yeah, like Jeremy Juice is so normal.
Jeremy Juice. It started
Everything.
voting.
Everything is wrong with
So Ralph, you notice because of the 18 passive perception.
19.
You notice 19. Excuse me. So you notice that when Hexaba says nameless consort, the symbol flashes.
Okay. Oh, look at that. What do you got there? Hexaba?
Oh, it did that already.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nothing new.
Okay. When were you gonna tell us this?
I just got here.
I get the feeling you don't like me very much.
I don't.
Well, you're gonna have to get along with me.
I don't.
I don't like this attitude you're giving me. Maybe next time I won't jerk off in front of you.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Why? Why would you do that to me?
Because you're looking fine, but I guess your personality makes you a 2.
Yeah.
So, Ralph,
Yes.
while you're arguing, you notice that the box itself starts flashing again, and almost like muffled language starts to come out, like muffled words. You start to hear muffled words. Perhaps you can understand it because it's an infernal. The person is saying, "Who's there? Who's calling to me?"
Who are you?
Who are you? Why do you have my puzzle box?
Bitch, you put us in this situation. I'd best be getting names now.
Oh, you're the ones the box chose.
Oh, we're the ones the box chose. Yeah. Who are you?
My name is Baptist.
Oh, thank God we didn't have to deal with an archfiend to get this. You were Beelzebub's nameless consort.
I am the nameless consort. Say my
Okay,
name.
okay, so like, do you think you can give us like ASL so that way we could maybe like help you out? Because that seems to be what we need to do so that way we can finish this stupid puzzle thing and I can be done with these people.
I'm telling you what you do. Say my name.
Wait, what was the name again? This is me asking Peter, not her.
Baptist.
Okay, Baptist.
When you say the name, the puzzle flashes again and splits apart, breaks apart into even more pieces, and forms into a 7-faceted puzzle box with a symbol of a maze on all of the sides of it.
All right, I feel like that's a really good place to end it.
Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it. She's like, and she said, she basically says, yeah, that's she says, I hope that helps. What did I have her say? You're one step closer to finding me. I promise to reward you. I promise to reward you if you can solve the puzzle. And then the voice like kind of cuts out, sort of fades out. And
Yeah.
we can end there for now.
Yeah, my retort, it better be one.
Well,
I heard one hell of a something.
It better be one hell of a ward.
so
That's a pun.
it is one hell of. So for each level of the puzzle you solved, you gain a level.
Oh, for real?
Yep. So you solved the first level, 4 to 5, 5 to 6.
We were level 6.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying the level of boxes. Like it was like 4 faceted. So 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. So you gain 3 levels.
Ooh.
On top of that, I want you guys to put yourself the roleplay was incredibly disruptive, and I really hope that doesn't continue when we finish the session next week. But that being said, I do want to give you guys a reward for really going for your characters, even if they were awkward or just ridiculous assholes, and sticking to your character even when it was difficult or hurt the progression. So I would like each of you to gain another level just for that.
So we're level 10.
Correct. You guys are now level 10. You guys are now level 10. Yeah.
Mhm.
So for next week, you want to make sure your characters are fully leveled up to 10, and then we can continue from there.
Okay. That sounds
Mhm.
great.
Yep.
So we just gained 4 levels.
Yep. It's a one shot. It's got to go somewhere. Well, 2 shot really.
Shit.
Got to go somewhere.
Shit.
Yep.
Pero my nigga.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now I got
So-
some interesting things to do.
Yeah. So that's where you are. You have 4 levels to play with. Do what you want with them. Thank you guys for an interesting, if extremely awkward session. Whoa,
Please.
Ralph, my God,
Right? Right?
no words. There are no words.
Hey, I gotta keep it. You told me. You legit told me, we'll see what happens. Come up with the backstory. So I came up with it on the spot. It's a fucking pervert.
Oh wow.
So you're to blame.
I'm to blame.
Yeah.
You're to blame.
Yes, daddy.
Who told? I didn't tell him to start role playing this session. I didn't tell him that this session was the important one to start role playing a character.
You're to blame.
I can't even. And the one time it would have been acceptable. It would have been 100% acceptable for his character to say, "Guys, are we doing it? Is it
I
happening?"
know. Are we
I
really-
really expected it at that one moment where he's like, "Wait, she's a girl." I was expecting it. And I was like, "Oh God, please no."
Hey, I had to do it for the views.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. It's really driving traffic to the side, right?
Poor Veronica.
I'm sure she's passed out.
Yeah, probably. So we just have to make sure to communicate to Kristoff that 4 levels.
I'd like to see what happens if we don't.
I don't know. I'll probably just forget.
I woke up.
I was never actually asleep.
You got caught. What happened?
I was never asleep.
You just stopped talking?
You just didn't respond?
He was role playing the fact
What?
that
I
he
wasn't allowed to speak.
Oh, fuck. You're fucking right!
Wow. Roleplay to the extreme.
Do I get a bonus level for that?
Kristoff, go halfway to your next level. I can't even. I can't even.
What? I wasn't allowed to speak.
What a garbage person you are.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Next week, ask me to do a recap.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Crickets.
We need to have someone attack him so he can get another saving throw. That's what I need. That's what I need to happen.
I'd really rather not.
Oh my God. So yeah. So that's where we are.
Alright.
Oh my god. No words, you guys. No words.
So ridiculous.
I didn't expect to actually get up that many levels. I didn't plan that far ahead.
Well, I figured that I figured that there should be a reward. Like it shouldn't just be like because the puzzle is a huge part of the progression of this thing that I have planned. So there should be a reward for solving each level. I feel, and since the first half of this is not very combat heavy, I figured that it should be experience. So
Yeah, I was concerned because I was just like, oh, so this is supposed to be a one shot and we're gonna talk through all of it? Okay.
yeah, I like.
Well, we did fight.
It was not. We were not supposed to like. It wasn't supposed to be like this heavy on like the city of Dis. Like I honestly, and I shouldn't have because I know you guys, but I honestly expected more teamwork from you guys.
How dare you?
I know. It's terrible. Like terrible thought. Like,
Yeah.
I like to think there was some teamwork.
it did eventually happen when I started to stress the fact that helping. I was like, oh, so you help,
It was mostly
Thing.
grunting.
and something happened. Oh, the helping.
Well, no, that's not even what did it. I literally had to set us back because I didn't want to work with them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, there was that too. Like, I mean, I literally didn't even plan for that. So I had to think. I was like, what would a magical puzzle box by an archdevil do in a situation like that? Fuck it, it's send him back. Put him back in the fucking box.
Right, and we were fucking up that dude.
So if you solve that puzzle twice, does that mean you should get 2 levels?
Actually, I wanted to ask that because we did solve it twice.
Oh, man. But it was the same level, so it was a gray.
I mean,
So,
it is true though. You said for every level progression.
okay, fine.
Oh,
Wait,
Level
that,
11!
wait,
Yeah,
that happened?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Pero like,
Okay, level 11. I can make that happen, Spoppy.
Yeah, why not? What are your sanity levels at this point? Because I know some of you were heavy spending
yeah,
it.
I'm fucked.
I'm
Yeah.
low as shit.
You have 9. Don't you
Yeah.
have 9 left?
Yeah, I'm low as shit.
No, not low as me.
no, I have 8.
You have 8, 9. Someone is still on 14.
That's me.
What's 14 minus 8? So I gave up 8, right?
Well, no, but you had 18, didn't you?
No, I had 15, and then I had 14 from taking the heal.
Shit. I thought you had 18. Oh my god, Benny! Holy shit!
I like it. So what's that? That's
You gave over half your soul.
yeah.
I still got all of mine, baby.
Yeah, but you have nothing.
To be fair, I have stuff.
Okay.
We didn't even
Yeah.
look at the trinkets because I said it all looked like junk.
Yeah, oh my god. The Lord works in mysterious ways. The Dark Lord works in mysterious ways.
Satan.
Oh god.
So I'm at 6 out of 15. Did I calculate that right?
Holy shit. 14 minus 8. Yeah, oh my god. So
Yeah,
6.
but like the juice made off like a bandit in that deal. He got that pretty sweet armor.
You did get a 29 strength in one shot.
Yeah. Stupid soul power. I don't even believe in it.
Everything comes with okay.
That's why I asked, how do I feel? Now, like if it drained me or whatever, but
Well,
I
I mean,
feel
just
mostly
like
the same.
I mean, any insane person thinks that they're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So you know, like I don't think you'd feel any different. Like you don't feel any different. Like what is it? In Harry Potter, Voldemort split his soul 7 times and didn't really start to notice any difference. until later.
alert!
Eat a dick.
How is that a spoiler alert? Harry Potter is like over 10 years old now.
I still haven't seen any of them.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even when it started. I wasn't even a huge fan. I still am not a huge fan, but like even I watched them. Like I know the plot.
How is that? Ralph, that's your fault.
It is.
That's your fault. It's over 10 years old.
That is a gross
Like,
misuse of your own nerd.
They have packages of all the movies plus Crimes of Grindelwald for under $50.
What the hell is Crimes of Grindelwald?
Maybe you should read a book.
Maybe you should tell me what the fuck it is, sweet tits.
Wow. Holy shit!
Spoiler alerts.
Ralph came hard at that one. Just tell me what the fuck it is.
Well, we said something and it was a spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
How is
I'm
that
cool.
even possible?
I mean, I was never into it.
Yeah, you have a great way of make what would seem the impossible. It's okay.
Do we recover any sanity points when we level up, or we're stuck with what we have?
No, you're stuck.
Sucks for you, Benny.
No, it's great for me. The juice is loose.
Benny's excited. He wants to see what happens when he hits 1.
Yeah.
I'm
you know
excited
your
to
limits.
see what happens.
Mm.
You're gonna find out.
I don't know. It's an interesting.
It's what?
I said it's an interesting prospect.
Yeah, it's all part of the fun, right? If we all kept our sanity.
If we all kept our sanity, we wouldn't be playing D&D.
Yeah. Was that so? Who had the most sanity?
You did.
You had the highest sanity. Now you have the lowest. You started off with the highest. By a point, but still the highest. I thought you had like an 18, but you had it. And what was it? Ralph had one of the lower ones.
No, I have
And-
14.
Well, just about everyone else had a 14.
Ah.
Yeah. So like you had Benny had 15. I think 2 of you had a 14, and I think maybe one of you had a 13 or a 12.
We'll see what happens next week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to go the entire time without giving up any.
Okay.
Try.
But did you take the healing?
What healing?
Yeah. So he lost 1.
Yeah, you lost one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cheater.
Fail.
Your achievement is that you already messed up the achievement. You're gonna have to look this last.
He wouldn't have survived. Like, I mean, there are certain things that are like the way I planned it is that there are going to be some things that like necessity versus luxury. There are going to be some things that you need to use sanity points for, and some things that like.
Actually, technically, I didn't even need to because I never got hit.
Yeah, but you had none, any of your abilities that were like 1 or 2 use times per day.
I don't
None.
think he has. The only and he didn't use any spells.
Oh, yeah. So then you didn't need to use one at all.
Aw, you silly bitch.
Do you have spells? You don't have spells, do you?
I do.
Oh, so yeah, you didn't. You needed it to replenish your spells, but you didn't use it this particular session.
Let me ask you this: every time we need a long rest, are we losing insanity points?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Fuck me, daddy.
Yeah, because no rest for the wicked. So the way that you have to rest is that you can't. There's no sleep.
Well, okay. Now we know. Well,
Mhm.
now I
It's
know.
half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hey.
they didn't they didn't give Jeremy Juice a manual about insanity. He lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
Indeed. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I will too. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Session.
Good night, everybody.
So yeah, that stream is over. Got good solid 3.5 hours out of it. I got chores that I need to do. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Next week we'll go ahead and finish this. I guess 2-shot. Cool. I gotta go level this guy up because now we gotta go to level 11. Oh man, this will be fun. Night. Happy Halloween.